believe that I have located an individual meeting the same description as going by the name Philip Cooper in the Bayswater area of London. Welcome our finest fighter to the ring, the smallest of the small, the individual that we have witnessed for many decades, many years, many weeks and months in their finest fighting arrangement, the half-pint pummeler. The fights are run by the Crows. They're one of the gangs around here, and they run this particular fight, and they run the BTLs in this area. They're the ones who have the blackmail on me. They've got enough footage and information about the fact that I work for them in the fights, and I also taking illicit technologies.
We leave Pip out of it. We don't say his name. We do whatever we need to find the information they got on him and get rid of it. Or otherwise convince him that they shouldn't use it against him.
A fenced-off building. It's an older brick building. Kind of looks like it's a little dilapidated, been around for a while. Definitely, as you're approaching the area, you hear the flutterings of wings periodically, and see dark shadows darting across the sky, and just hear "caw, caw," as a warning as you pass.
The world has changed. Gone to hell, more like. It started when magic came back. The awakening, some call it. You're rubbing elbows with orcs, elves, even trolls these days. Meanwhile, megacorps bleed the world dry, one board meeting at a time. They own just about everything. But not us. We're Shadowrunners. Mercenaries, operating in the margins, working dangerous jobs for the desperate and the powerful. Being a runner takes more than skill and street smarts. You want to live long enough to get paid, you'll need a team, the right talent for the job. Maybe that's a mage, someone who can fry your enemies with deadly spells. A good decker can jack into the Matrix and bypass the toughest security without leaving a trace. Adepts, riggers, shaman, and don't forget your street samurai. Packing enough firepower and cyberware to take on a small army. Man, magic, and machine. Takes it all to survive in the shadows. Welcome to the sprawl.
Hello, and welcome to Shadowrun Corporate Sins. I don't know if you can see them or not, but our players are bouncing and ready to go for another adventure of Team MMFEC's runs through the shadows. Before we begin with our story, as announcements, reminders, we are still doing $25 donations for Edge, so if you donate $25 and tag the name of a person or a character, either one of our lovely team members of MMFEC or myself as the GM, then they will be awarded a point of edge, which will give them magical extra bonuses for fun, exciting things that they can do during the game, like murder people better, potentially defend themselves from a murder of crows. That's not gonna happen. Or dramatic monologues and kicking down doors. All of these things can happen from your kind and generous donations of edge. We're also trying out tonight, you'll notice on the overlay, a slightly different system, so you guys can see as well how much edge each player and character has in front of them, so you can, award accordingly, because they should, award them for people who don't have a lot or have a lot. It's your choice. All right. So those are our exciting announcements. To remind ourselves where we left off last week. I shall return us to the land across the pond in the United Kingdom, where Team MMFEC had gone at the behest of Magnus and Cromwell, who was seeking his long-lost mentor friend named Pip, who had been one of the survivors on Yomi Island, and his fate has up until now been largely unknown, and Cromwell wanted to seek him out. When given some information, they very quickly, without a lot of pomp or circumstance, made their way to the United Kingdom and sought out Pip's location, which turned out to be a member of an underground fighting arena. After they also got into some fights no one asked them to get into, they decided that the best course of action was to help Pip, who was indebted to a gang called the Crows due to his addiction, that's the correct word, to BTLs, or better than life chips. And MMFEC had tracked down the potential warehouse location of the Crows and were now looking around the outside of it in an attempt to get in to the inside of it.
All right.
Which is often
The
what
box.
we try and the box. The box within the box.
You're right.
And so they also discovered that not only was there potentially some people, there was definitely a large flock of paranormal crows that last we left them were cawing at them dramatically. So Team MMFEC are about 20 or so meters away from the main building, which is the warehouse that they tracked the location to. And you have since been subjected to a series of cackling warning caws from the crows. Nothing else appears to be happening.
Appears.
Beast Sharky is hanging out on the astral plane.
It was upon the summoning of Beast Sharky was when the cawing started.
They're not doing anything at the moment.
Yes.
Well, I don't see anything on the Matrix, so they seem to be running silent or using some sort of wired stuff. So I am going to try to just sneak my way in and see if I can't find any devices. They gotta be running something. It's not the Middle Ages.
But it is Britain.
Britain! And what is it that you have against all other nations? I love you, Fang, but you make a lot of rash generalizations about things.
I've never been out of the country. I have to live off rash generalizations of things.
Fair enough. We'll work on fixing that.
I've actually watched a documentary on London. There's an old woman what says to feed the birds tuppence.
Does she now? Is it tuppence a bag?
Tuppence a bag. So maybe we should feed these birds.
That's great. You do that.
We can do that as a team.
I've got a better idea.
Okay.
Beast Sharky specifically has the animal control power, which lets him control 30 small animals. So I can send Sharky to lead 30 of them away, basically.
There can't be more than 30 there.
That's about what I counted.
Well, and then if there's any stragglers, I can just pick them off.
All right, Sharky, go lead the mean birds away. Holy shit!
You can definitely pick them off. I do not doubt that. It's
Yeah.
a sweet gun.
Yeah.
I've
It's
used
my Ares
it.
Desert Strike, and I love it.
We got gifts tonight.
No. We're so excited to use it.
I think Sharky has just been one-upped.
So Beast Sharky's animal control, is that an opposed test?
No, it's just if they don't have the sapience power, he can control them.
Okay.
And so long as he keeps them within his line of sight. Otherwise, it's for 6 minutes after that. So, Sharky, lead them away.
Okay. So Sharky manages to. There was this swirl of crows that seemed to ascend up as a flock and sort of fly away. And it's pretty large, and they seem to be coming from a lot of the buildings in the area, and this cawing becomes distant. And you notice now, as you're feeling around the astral plane, the normal crows are gone.
Great.
Oh.
That really there's.
Well, guys, I have good news and bad news. Which do you want first?
Good news.
The good news is regular crows are creepy too,
Okay.
and they're gone.
How is that good? Okay.
Good job. Well done.
The bad news is all of the paranormal crows seem to still be here.
All of the paranormal crows.
Yes.
And how many paranormal crows are there? How many do
How
we
many-
see? Is this a physical?
That was the one that when you had the count that
30.
was around 20 to 30 somewhere in there.
Oh.
About
Elsie,
20 or 30, give or take a murder.
You're pretty good with animals, Kay. Do you know anything about these paracrows?
Does Elsie?
What's Elsie's animal knowledge?
Animal handling. Elsie really likes animals. And she knows quite a bit about them, so...
She's actually thinking of becoming a vet.
yes.
You don't. Elsie doesn't necessarily recognize the crows. Like, she hasn't encountered this species before. But if you kind of dig back, maybe you took this class where there was like a little blurb about paranormal birds in the the Northern European continent.
My meta-studies class.
Yeah, in your
school.
That's what they
your
teach.
meta studies class, because you have to take that
Yeah,
because you're
history
pre-vet.
like
It's the
history of
pre-vet
and things.
Yeah.
track.
Oh yeah.
So in there was like a little mention of birds, like more like crow. They were kind of like somewhere between a crow and a raven, but they were almost hive-minded. They're very much operated as a group, and very territorial.
So they're very...
Raven crow.
They're very territorial, and they act as a hive mind, so if one of them comes after us, all of them will. There's no, like, alerting some of them, like, it's all or nothing.
Are they like bees, where one will dance and the rest of them will understand it, or is it like if you hit one, they all know it immediately? So we can definitely stop them from dancing, and then we just pick them off one at a time. Thanks, chat.
Edge.
Well,
Mordecai, can you make me stealthy? I not feeling super great about this crow raven murder situation, and I would like to be useful and just go and do some matrixy things.
stealthy is going to be tricky around these
Conceal-
guys.
they
and especially because Sharky is still currently doing something.
All right,
Also-
fine.
for me.
So I'm just on my own. That's fine too.
Also, they already knows we're here.
How do you know they already know?
Because they're looking at us, and right when Sharky appeared, they started going after us. I'll look at him on the astral plane.
They actually seem to, since Sharky's left, they seem to have calmed down a little bit.
Oh!
Mordecai, do you think, like, if we threw a flashbang, like, at them? I mean, I don't
Go
know if they're
on.
drawn to movement, but maybe if we blind them or if we gas them?
Well,
I
if we
hate
want
to,
to,
like-
if we want to take them out, we should hit them hard and fast. Is what I would say.
But I don't want to, like, kill a bunch of crows.
But they're not regular crows, they're murder crows.
Raven
More
crows.
specifically, they
Raven
gets the
crows.
feeling they senses on the astral plane. Because when Sharky appeared, that's when they started crowing.
Can I ask a question? As a person with very little astral signature, do they only read things in the astral way?
That is not at all true about someone with low essence.
Oh, never mind.
And also,
You still show up as a "I am alive" thing on the
I
astral
thought mine was
plane.
less bright because I have less essence.
and also they're dual natured. They're crows. They've still got eyes. I think they're fully aware of our presence. They're guarding their territory.
So, I don't think there's any getting around them, to be honest. I think we should just take them out.
Are they hostile?
Probably if we try to get over that fence, probably.
Is this like a team destruction kind of thing? Or is, because like,
I could try hitting them all with one ball lightning.
Wait, I have a problem with killing crows. What isn't hostile?
Well,
This is great.
I'm pretty sure the second
Team, kill the crows. Team, I'm uncomfortable with killing the crows. I'm just gonna sneak inside.
I just say knock them out or blind them.
How do you knock out a bird with a bullet?
All right.
Like if they hit a window.
So we just put
I-
windows around them.
Yeah.
I have something I'm going to try.
Okay.
Let's do that.
I'm going to cast Force 6 Trid Phantasm. And I'm going to make a circle of scarecrows appear and dance and wave.
Do we get to see them, or are they only astral?
Oh no, they
Okay, good. Just
they look real.
Where do you want your scarecrows to be?
I want them to be. Are we? Do
Like,
you guys
how
want to head
many
in the
can you
front
make?
entrance?
are
or-
they physically over the
They're all
building?
there's a flock, and like for the most part they're scattered either like on the fences or they're clustered on
Okay,
the
so
roofs.
they're just all
like-
over the thing.
Yeah, they're basically the whole area is crow.
There.
So
All right.
So, mainframe, you want a backpack ride?
Sounds great. Yes. Lovely.
So this is Force 6. So the radius of it is 6 meters. So it's actually large enough to cover most of this facility.
Did you say 6 or 60 meters?
6? Is this?
Each one of these squares is a meter.
Yeah. So if each one of
Radius
those.
is 6, so you could cover the roof, but you couldn't get to the fence.
Right.
Right,
So
you were here.
so let's center it more. Do you guys want to go in the front entrance or the back entrance?
Well, there's only one entrance on the fence.
Oh, are we gonna use the door?
All right, let's go for there. So sort of centered on there, and it's going to be like the scarecrows just sort of like, it's going to be blanketed with scarecrows that spiral up out of the ground like in Ocarina of Time.
Kind of here. Like right around the front.
Yeah,
That's
well,
like-
in a whole, like the whole circle worth
Okay.
of them.
Oh, so like 3.
And like on
Like-
the ceiling, on the roof, on the ground,
Okay,
everywhere.
great.
Everywhere the spell can go. This is Force 6. And I'm only rolling 12 dice, so I'm going to use Edge to push the limit, so I get to roll 2 extra die and re-roll my 6s. So I get to roll 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So with a force of 6, all of these scarecrows, they just spiral up out of the ground. And that was just the drink.
So with the sudden manifestation of a large number of scarecrows, the birds like kind of around this area begin sort of like swirling up in the sky, and they're cawing and seeming much more aggressive, like they're going to attack something, and they're kind of on edge. But they do seem like a portion of them definitely seem clustered around this front area. So they're pulling some of the numbers forward.
Guys, new plan. The scarecrows seem to have distracted them.
You mean attracted? They have attracted.
Were you planning on scaring them with the scarecrows?
That's what scarecrows do.
Have you ever been on a farm?
They really don't work.
Wait, in Britain or in real life?
I think in real life, like, as far as I know, scarecrows are mostly useless. Also, these are city crows. They're like, what the fuck is that?
Well, this is lovely. They're decorated for fall. We've given the birds something to poop on. I think we can call it a day.
You know,
Yeah,
I feel like you're being sarcastic.
The birds are definitely more attracted to this scare, like not necessarily like landing on them, but like like this is
Great.
a portion of them are menacing the front. Yes.
So it's a humane trap, which is good. Can we like sneak past them now that they're distracted?
Yeah, I mean, you guys, they're not all distracted, but like you guys could certainly work on sneaking. Your better bet would probably be to sneak in the back, like climb the fence and then go in that way.
Let's
Or
do it.
destroy the fence, you know, if you're Cromwell.
Backpack ride.
Right, so Mainframe and I combine into Cromframe, which is where Mainframe rides in Cromwell's backpack. He takes his shield off and carries it so she can do some matrixing. while we travel.
I like this.
Okay. All right. So you guys kind of circle your way around this alleyway and then towards the back. You'll have to climb through another area, like another
That's fine.
plot, I guess, to then get over onto this fence.
Yeah.
Because they're back to back on this side.
Yeah.
If I make that more clear for you. It's super more clear, right? Yeah. Surrounded by fenced buildings is what
there's
you're basically
buildings.
doing. Yeah.
Oh.
This is alleyway on the front side, and on the back side it's just backed up to another building.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys kind of sneak your way over, and we'll say you're kind of clustered. Mainframe and Cromwell. Is anyone else going with you?
I'm going.
Is anyone not going?
What are you doing, kid? I mean, adult.
Maybe I should stay out here and keep watch. I'll
Is
stick with you.
anyone, either of you who had looked most recently in the astral plane, give me the actual sensing test.
No
Perception.
one gets to be alone.
Okay.
2 hits.
It was a little. You're more aware. This was a little easier to pick out because of the clusters of crows. It's kind of hard to see, but there's at least 2 people as well within this area that you can see that would be like
Guys, be
outside the
careful.
building.
There's people in there as well. Do I know where they are?
Roof area.
Like they're on the roof, or
Most likely, if it was inside the building, you might not be able to. It's harder to tell if they're who's there.
there's? I think there may be people on the roof.
So maybe I'll get my sniper rifle set up, and I'm just gonna like look around with it. And if I think I've got a silencer on it. So if I have a shot of anything, I'll take it.
To be clear,
Back
I
to
don't
basics.
have any problem with taking down the humans lot have been messing with Pip. Shoot away.
Okay. So, Elsie, are you gonna cover front or back with your sniper?
They're going in the back, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll cover back then.
Okay. So we'll keep you back
So
here.
if you guys get followed when you come out, then I can.
And Fang.
I'm protecting Elsie.
So when I hear Mordecai say that there's 2 people in there, I want to do, now that I'm back packed up, I want to do another search for like hidden icons or folks running silence or any of those things. What grid?
The
things looking
local London grid. The British National Grid.
Great, same one we were on before.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm just gonna matrix perception then. I get 4 hits.
And you are able to spot, looking around, that seems to match up with the people that Mordecai saw on the ceiling. Words are really hard right now. The roof, the above ceiling, the thing that, ceiling roof. Yeah, that's how they work. There are 2 comlinks.
2 comlinks. Do I recognize the icons from earlier in the
Not directly, but they do have that similar
Black
crow-like appearance.
thing going on?
Motif.
I would like to run silently and attempt to put a mark on start marking one of the comlinks so I can snoop.
Okay.
Maybe I'll just do a series of tests in the background while.
Yeah, that's probably easiest.
If there are guards on the roof, my guess is they're probably distracted by the dozens of scarecrows that have come up out of the roof and everywhere else. So now would be a good time for us to make our entrance good.
Go. Nice. Okay, so you guys are approaching the fence. I'm gonna just stack you. So you're gonna approach the fence and attempt to climb it.
I'm levitating.
You're gonna just levitate over the fence. Of course you are.
How I go.
Anyone who wants to give the perception once they're there can.
I went to examine it very closely to see if it's electric. If
Yeah,
it
that's what I was
senses.
wondering if you were gonna.
Can I just do a building security?
Should be a perception.
Okay. 1 hit.
It's a normal fence. There's absolutely nothing dangerous about it.
I got 2 hits.
Definitely.
It's totally a normal fence. It's probably fine.
All right, guys.
I would like to take a look at the fence.
Through your scope.
Yeah, like I'm scoping it out with my scope.
We've already established what kind of fence it is.
It's a normal fence.
No. We
Oh, yes.
perceptioned it last week. Can I do a memory?
Super normal, safe fence.
Can I do a memory test to remember what it looks like? Because we definitely talked about it last episode.
I did talk a little bit about it last time, but no one seems to remember.
I got 4 hits for memory.
It's a fence. There's probably some
There's
sort of wire at the top of it.
wire at it. Right? Do I remember that correctly? Okay. Guys, there's barbed wire on the top of the fence.
I've got a plan.
Oh.
Let's not touch the barbed wire.
It's probably not at all.
I'll pull out my mini welder. And I'd like to just cut out a circle that we can step through comfortably.
Okay. You're going to succeed. What's the damage on the mini welder?
It's I think 25.
Okay. It'll probably take you like 6 seconds or so. Well, maybe to get like the actual shape. We'll say like 10 seconds to be like.
I'll do it. I'll put I kind of try to hold my shield up to, block what light I can. Although it is a welding torch.
Yep.
So.
Yep. It's definitely a welding torch. That's a thing that happens.
How tall is the fence?
3 meters.
Okay, so it takes me about 10 seconds to go over it.
Great. So right about the time you go over the fence, like, there you go through the fence. Stack you again. And everyone roll your stealth.
Oh.
Whoever these people.
Okay.
You two are distance away. You can give me a stealth just so I know how well hidden you are while you're waiting.
Does the backpack ride any to stealth?
Does sneaking work?
Yes.
Great.
How well do you turn into a backpack?
I got
3.
I got sneaking.
4.
I practiced with Lance. Hey there.
Well.
Also, I got 5 hits on my first test.
Sorry, I gotta.
Rolling well. I'm gonna steal dice from the studio.
Oh.
And if you've got your chameleon
you.
suit on, it should give you an
Okay.
extra 2 because we're still right now.
True, I got
So
that.
you guys, you get there and you're moving. Great. I'm gonna just remember those numbers so that when that's your like stealth number. So you guys sort of slowly go really slow. You're like, oh, we can go. No, we should slow down. We should be really like careful, and delicately step through the fence, and nothing happens.
Oh.
Wow, there's a first.
It's fine. The planes didn't crash earlier.
This is worse than when something does happen. Because you want to know what's going to happen.
Why do you assume something's going to happen?
It always happens.
That's just because statistically it's always happened.
Oh, sorry. It's more than that.
I'm going to pull out my guns.
So, can we, once we're through, if we're up against the building, do we, like it's just a straight wall?
Huh?
So someone on the roof would kind of have to look over the edge to see us?
Yes.
Or against the wall? Okay.
Yes. So you kind of start sneaking forward, and then as you're moving, you hear like this flurry of wings that comes up right from the fence that you just came through, and then the cawing starts again. Everyone roll initiative.
Dun, 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 dun.
The other part didn't happen, but that part did.
There's all my really terrible rolls again. Look at this.
And before that happened, can I process whether I got any marks on there?
You did. You managed to get 2 marks.
Oh, cool.
In that time. Just a sec.
I left a card out.
Well, I sure hope this is worth it, Cromwell.
Define worth it.
I just hope that there's something in here that'll help your friend out.
I do too, but if not, at least we gets to hurt the people who hurt him.
All right, Cromwell, initiative.
24.
Elsie,
11.
Thing,
18.
Mordecai,
27.
mainframe,
12.
On Yomi Island, we learned that hurt those what innocent traps. You never knew if it helped or hurt anything, but it gave you a sense that you had some control over something in the world.
I haven't felt like there's been control over anything in a long time.
Well, next time you're upset, try hurting something what's hurt you.
Okay, on that sound advice. Mordecai,
All right, do I have reason to believe that we're like under attack, or what do I know?
Judge intentions. Or animal handling for crows.
Let's go with judge intentions.
Yeah.
4.
4. You are in the crow's territory.
So I think they're coming.
Probably, yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm going to get over to the door. And I'm going to preemptively cast. I'm preemptively going to cast a physical barrier. I'm going to cast it through my manipulation foci, which is my ring that I normally use for levitating. I'm also dropping the illusion at this point because I'm pretty sure I don't need it anymore. And I'm going to use another point of audience edge to in order to break the limit on this one as well. So it's force 1, which will create a 2 meter by 1 meter wall, basically a shield above us, or above me currently. But if others want to join me, they can.
Okay. I'm gonna just put this little marker on here so that I know there's a thing right there. I'm gonna make it.
Not a great roll. 3. So the barrier.
It's force 3, right?
It's force 1, but it's got 3 armor structure rating.
The armor and structure of a barrier is its force.
It's the hits on it become its force for a physical barrier.
Okay.
But the size is determined by its force.
Okay.
So it's a 1 meter by 2 meter barrier. It's only though armor 3, structure 3. So the above me, this sort of semi-translucent yellow haze forms, and I just call to the others, "Get under!"
Okay.
That's my turn.
Okay.
When I have to
So that puts it at Cromwell.
Right now, all sees crows gathering, but
Yes.
none within striking distance.
Probably not, no.
They don't necessarily.
It's also something to think about. It's hard to attack the crows because they're small and flying. And also killing one doesn't do a lot to the flock.
Well, I'm not planning on fist fighting every one of them.
just to clarify.
Cromwell moves to under the barrier and brings forth the lightning from his fist.
Okay. You guys hear like a shout from the roof. Someone's yelling, intruders, or like there's people here. Defend the perimeter.
Can you say it in British speak?
So intruders, defend the perimeter.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a really awkward place for them to stand, but that's okay. Nothing immediately happens.
Oh, good.
With that, they're doing a thing. Although, no, one of them is going to you realize they're if you look up, you see them, they're basically just peering right over the edge, and they're gonna take a shot at Cromwell.
So, and I am under the barrier now. Right.
Oh, that's
beside.
right, you moved. They're just gonna shoot at the barrier. In an attempt to destroy
Can they
it.
see the barrier from where they are?
Well, if you lean
Oh,
right
he's
over the
peering
edge,
over,
you
okay.
can. Yeah. Also, they don't necessarily. I don't know if they can see the translucence, right? Yeah. So they know there's something there. Okay. So one of them is attacking the barrier.
What's the armor piercing?
4.
Okay.
You got this.
So 3 hits.
3 hits is all I need. Or how
Yeah,
many
you
takes?
need more
3?
than 3 hits to damage the barrier.
I have 2 hits above that, so
Okay, so
the
the
barrier defends with its armor and structure.
Yeah. So except the armor piercing eliminates the armor in this case. So
Okay.
it's so it takes 2 damage.
Great. So it has a point
Well,
of 1 left.
actually, if it's a penetrating weapon though, so it takes 1 damage and the shot goes through to whoever is under it.
Okay.
So,
Well, you decide who is closest to the top
That's-
of the gunfire. Yeah.
I mean, like it's kind of.
The barrier has 1 structure left,
Yeah.
or 1 armor left, because that's its.
Cromwell would probably.
Take it. It's fine.
You trying
We'll
to
have
take
the
it.
barrier soak it.
Yeah.
All right. So that puts it at Fang's turn.
Fang is getting prepared. Make sure the helmet is snapped in, and grabs out the shotgun, and the rat-a-tat-tat, which is the AK. Ready. And because nothing's in her area, she's just gonna wait with those 2 guns, but
Okay.
Wait, can you? You're.
You could clear the distance. Like, you're probably not that far away. It'd take you all of your movement, I'm guessing, to get there. But I can't imagine you're more than like 20 meters away.
I'm supposed to be guarding Elsie.
Shoot the guard.
Okay.
Yeah, your range on you might
still see me
be
from where
a
you're gonna
one
shoot
penalty
from.
to shooting with your AK, but their range isn't that bad.
No, not my symbol. Drawing out those 2 guns are both symbol actions, so that'll be alright.
So you drew your weapon.
I'm
All
just
right.
getting prepared. I'm trying.
All right. So the crows. In fact, you see the cluster of crows that were distracted by the scarecrow, and then you got rid of the scarecrows. They're not distracted anymore. So 2 flocks of crows are going to descend, 1 on Cromwell and 1 on Mordecai, and basically attempt to engulf you in a swirling vortex.
Is the barrier
of-
not blocking them from
Is
like
it?
swooping down?
It's only a wall.
It's
They're-
a wall, yeah, but it's like
I mean,
They'd have
they're
to-
also the other
It would be
group of
difficult
crows
to
is going
swoop
to
under.
attack the barrier.
okay.
You're being descended on by about 30 crows with a barrier with 1 armor structure rating left.
Crows hold his
The
leg.
barrier is gonna probably get destroyed, and then they will attack you. So I'm gonna attack the barrier to make you happy.
Thank you. I used edge on that barrier.
Great, I got another 2 hits.
So, is it armor piercing? Because
Yes, it actually is. It's armor piercing -5.
all right. Well, in that case, your net hits are still 0.
With 2. Oh no. So you don't defend against
Oh,
it.
you're-
You just soak the damage using your armor and structure rating.
Oh, you're right.
And so
So-
you get rid of the armor, so you defend with 3 dice.
Okay. So what was the damage value?
The damage value is 13.
The damage value is 13.
No, 10.
10.
Sorry.
Okay. Anyway, barrier's gone. Whatever.
Great. The other 2 flocks of crows are descending on Cromwell and Mordecai.
Would you call this a melee attack?
Yes, I would actually call this a melee attack because it is essentially an engulf, but a swarm.
Then I tries to fend him off with my fists.
Great.
I'm also going to do an unarmed strike block.
Okay. So let me up your initiative.
Yeah.
Back.
I didn't really need to.
Okay. All right. So the first one, let's go with Cromwell. You are being attacked.
So that's a block. So -5 to my initiative.
Yep.
Mine as well.
7.
7. Okay. You succeed in blocking it. They swirl around you and then kind of spread back out. Mordecai.
I got 9.
Yeah, you're probably fine. Yes, you are also okay.
Ah, I fend them off.
Fend off the swarm. of
Punch one of them in
crows.
the beak.
You punch your way out of crows.
Yeah.
Ha! Ha!
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
What does that
Okay.
mean?
It's a Fifth World reference.
Main friend.
Great. I want to make a perception on the deck that I've got marked to see if I can find anything of interest in our particular situation. So I'm looking for files that look blackmailing, either for Pip and the fighters, or for this against this particular. I assume it's a gentleman. It might be a lady.
Personage.
Great. So, and I'm gonna use my clue dice.
So I'm sorry, Elsie.
3 hits for perception.
Just really nothing super exciting on there. You get like a couple of like schedule information of the closest you get is like on their calendar. It just says the word like caw on like several evenings. Like clearly that's how they've decided to note that they're on guard duty. It's like caw like 8 p.m. to like 3 a.m.
You guys ever heard of method actors? Because these guys are taking this crow thing a little seriously.
Worst.
I love them. Elsie.
So do I have line of sight on the guard on the roof? Mm-hmm. Great. I'm gonna line up my desert strike here. And if I can reach some dice right there, I'm gonna take a shot at whoever I can see up there. Yeah. I lost count. What was I doing? Right. So I got 4 hits.
Just a sec. Sorry, my dice were being really dumb, so it's changing. I'm superstitious and I'm changing my dice.
How loud are these things?
How? Does she have a silencer on it?
Like,
Yeah.
okay.
How many hits? 4? Your nets are 1.
Okay. So that's 14 physical, with -4 armor piercing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, that's right. Yeah. Good.
Okay.
I think we're gonna be the boom town.
God! They're still there, but
Was that a crow or a guard?
That was a guard.
Good.
Oh.
I got him, but I didn't take him down, so.
It's all right.
all right.
Good job. Guards are bigger than crows.
True facts.
All right, that brings
when
us
I
up to
hit
the
it.
next turn in initiative. They go, then they go. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
And then Mordecai.
Cromwell, I believe doors are your thing. Do I have line of sight on either of the flocks?
Yep.
All right.
The problem is when they're not in a swarm, it's more. It's very disparate.
How
So,
disparate would you say?
I don't know. It's a flock of birds disparate. If you're going for an area of effect, you could probably target a significant portion of them.
All right.
But they're gonna have a bonus to not being hit and taking as much damage.
Well, let's do force 7. So that's a sphere that's 14 meters across. Ball lightning. So I eye the crows. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. So my net hits are 2 on sending the sphere of sending the ball of magic to where I want it to go. So
I'm gonna assume you're intending to put this like at 20 meters in the air, so you're not within the 14-meter radius.
yes. I assume they're high.
Yeah. They're all over. There's
Your map
crows
isn't
fucking everywhere.
your map isn't 3-dimensional.
I'm
right?
sorry. Here's crows. These are the crows. Crows. I should have gotten finger puppet crows.
Oh my god. Just dip them in black paint. The darkness is the crows.
Just like throw a bunch of my black cubes everywhere.
But now they're on
Anyway.
the ground.
It does 9 electrical damage. I don't know if crows have armor. but
Technically that
it's,
was a die down, but it was my earring.
Oh, because you.
How much damage did
it's 9 damage. I don't know if they have armor, but if so, it's armor piercing -7, and it's electrical damage, so it has the usual.
Okay.
Should bump them down in the initiative and give them a penalty to their actions.
Yes.
And then I have to resist cold drain, which I do. So I feel the mana surge through me.
You notice like some of the crows, like a portion of the flock that is in the air is like, and seems very disoriented and just sort of starts reeling like in strange directions and seems to be breaking off from the pack. All right, and that puts it at Fang's turn.
Yeah!
Go. Sorry. The guy on the roof, you see, like, moves back and then is gone.
No! My plan!
Now is it Fang's turn?
Oh, it's Fang's turn.
Great!
Sorry.
Great! It's boom time. Fang's gonna take 6 steps forward.
Give a boomstick.
I do. I'm gonna raise the shotgun up. I'm gonna aim it. Great things about shotguns, they spread.
Yeah.
So because it's at medium range, I can hit 3 targets in a 4-meter range.
Yep.
So I'm gonna roll for that.
What's your range on the shotgun?
Let me see. Because it's medium range, I'm going with 40 meters.
40 meters?
I believe it's in meters. I mean, isn't
Yeah,
all of
everything
Shadowrun?
meters.
Yeah.
Okay, so you take a -1 to your roll.
Yes. Thank you for reminding me. I wrote that down. But 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember that I have 3 crits. 4. To the all 4 targets. Crows.
None of the crows get hit.
Are you kidding me?
You had you had 4 hits.
Yeah.
Yeah, they defended really well.
How are they that? Well, you know what? I don't think
Keep
I
at
can.
it, Fang. You got this.
Can I use a point of edge?
3 roll your misses.
Yeah. Because it's after you've already let me know. Is that okay?
Fine. You do it.
You got this, Fang.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Now it is 8.
Okay, your net hits are 4.
Great. 4 and you have 7.
Okay.
Wait.
So I resist 11 damage, right?
Yes.
Okay. So the crows,
It's been a long time since shotguns have happened.
the crows seem to again be spreading out. So you hit a couple, you hear as like a dead crow body lands on the ground. There's a lot more cawing. There's now a portion of the flock seems to be heading in your direction.
Great.
And is kind of mad
Yeah.
about this fact.
Yeah.
And doesn't like the fact that you just attacked them.
It's cool.
Distraction.
It's cool because that was a single shot and I get to shoot again
Yeah.
with the same shotgun. So
Great.
Shotgun.
Alright.
It's boom boom
Speaking
time.
of that flock of crows, now you're shooting again on your turn.
Yeah. It's a simple
shot.
action.
You can't do a
Oh.
simple shot twice, right? Because
Yeah, you can only
unless
do
you take
one
recoil.
combat
Yeah, you can only do 1 per combat turn.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
Yeah, you can only ever attack once per combat.
That makes sense. Then I'm gonna.
So that flock of crows is now going to swirl around you and attempt to swarm
Wait,
you.
is there cover right next to me?
Elsie.
Can I?
Duck behind Elsie.
No, it's
Yeah,
fine.
Elsie, I think is probably your
I will
cover.
not take cover. I will instead be the cover for Elsie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they come in and they're going to swarm you.
Okay.
So you roll your reaction intuition to defend.
Yeah, I will do that for you.
Or for yourself. That's
Do I
fine.
get a bonus for because I just murdered their friends?
No, if anything, you get a penalty for that, Claudia.
They are a murder.
I got 5.
Sweet. No. Excellent.
No.
So you need to resist 10 physical damage, armor piercing -5, and you're kind of trapped now in a cyclone of birds.
Am I affected by that cyclone? Or
No,
we're far
you
enough
could
apart?
shoot them away from me though. How good are you
I
with
mean, it depends on how close you guys got. I could split. You could just split it between the 2 of you, and you could each
How much
defend
do I
against
have
5.
to resist?
10.
Why?
Because you're now trapped in a swarm of birds.
Silly. Okay,
I'm silly.
I will do that.
Elsie is like on the outside of the swarm. You just keep hearing like feathers whooshing past your face.
Just want to like turn on my taser glove and like snatch it out of the air, fry one, let it go, snatch another, fry one, let it go.
I take damage, but not that much. I just get the cut to the face.
Great. Then another flock is going to descend on Cromwell.
Split same birds or
No, 2 different flocks.
So they basically are a flock and then they swarm.
Is it like a cyclone?
Yeah. The swarms are starting to get slightly smaller than they were before, but they are still a cyclone of black wings and sharp beaks and claws.
Alright, I just got an order from Mordecai, so I'm going to maintain my initiative. I will just do a normal defense roll.
Okay.
5 hits.
You succeed in defending. The other flock of crows, the one that is now slightly smaller, is going to kind of just start like cawing, and as they caw, there's this cacophony of noise, and like almost every single bird, you kind of hear the sounds of other birds that are in the area and like animals, and it seems to kind of creep inside and like get under your skin, and so all of you need to defend against being confused. So roll a willpower and logic. Anyone who can hear this.
Oh, double checking what my helmet can do. Oh, I don't think I added that to it.
Okay, so mainframe is okay. Mordecai, you are taking a -1 to all of your dice rolls. You're both Elsie and Cromwell and Fang are also all taking a -1 to your dice rolls.
Get out of my head.
It's just like the sounds of animals and noise, and it just does not feel good.
Guys, they're making themselves sound bigger than they are. Just take a deep breath.
Just birds. They're just birds.
They're just birds. I mean, they're really, really creepy birds.
Mainframe, it's also your turn now.
Great.
Help us.
So, I still don't see anything else in the wireless. There's no host or anything like that after that
There
last.
is no host. No.
Right.
There is other like security devices that are linked in a wide area network.
All right. I would like to start playing with those. Do I need to roll perception to get the inventory there?
Yeah.
All right. 3 hits.
So there's lights that are on a motion sensor. There's also like a key card controlling the doors. Like all of the doors and the fences have like a number pad entry. What other things would you be able to see? Those are probably the two main ones that kind of strike your attention. It like everything reads as really low tech. There's some cameras too, like just general thermographic cameras around the outside.
And they know we're here, so I'm not going to get all fancy. But those doors, are those things I can control without physical access to the lock?
Yep.
Great. So next turn, that's what I'm doing. Guys, I think I can get these doors open if you can hold for a second with the cawing. Caw.
And if you also want to place a mark on them this turn, you can.
Oh, all right. That sounds great. I would.
You've looked at the matrix enough.
I want to mark the keycard device.
Okay.
Great. And I'm not going to bother to run
Of course,
silent
that's when
because
I
they
get
already
that
know.
roll.
Did we skip Cromwell?
You did the thing where you did the thing, didn't you?
Yes.
It took me down 5, but it's been a long time.
No, I thought the default. Are you?
Yeah, I had a second.
Yeah, no, we did. I'm sorry.
Because
No, I had you do
it's
that.
only important because Cromwell was issued an order to knock the door down, so we may want to know where we are before mainframe makes that check.
Yep. It would have been your turn. I'm sorry. I did miss you.
Okay. Right, so Mordecai, Cromwell doesn't know why he's taking the door down, but it's what he wants to do, and he considers Mordecai a leader.
Oh, in that case, this is
Is this leadership?
So he obeys the command.
you get 6 extra dice.
Oh.
Good. This door's not gonna know I hit it.
You
Literally.
can do that and the action that you did on your turn.
Oh, right. So
yeah, that's
it's
true.
Okay. Nah.
He does not get
Just
the
get your normal set of dice.
all right. He takes his bare cane and he lifts himself up in the air with it. He does a flip, somehow keeping mainframe in the backpack the whole time.
There's
And
straps.
Ah, does he? We're gonna roll for that
There's
one.
straps. It's strappy.
Are you like Baby Bjorn?
Yeah.
oh, he does whatever he thinks he can and keep mainframe still in his pack.
Ah,
Spins around and kicks the door. Probably not paying too much attention to mainframe, but
Wait, I can kick the door. Ah!
Exactly.
Not when you're upside down.
6, but I guess I just add that to my damage, right?
Yeah, the door doesn't really dodge
It's just
you.
not dodge. You never know.
I'm sure glad you brought a Deca to England. It's really paying off right now.
18 damage.
Okay.
Did the door break?
To be fair, Cromwell's always been the doorman. In addition to being the butler.
He lets you in. The broken door.
Whether you want it.
The door is down.
Yeah.
Do I see any?
You bust it open off of the lock, and it slams open. And you can peer inside with your next action.
Do I take my move to move inside at least one, so it's harder for the crows to swarm at us?
Yes, you can.
All right.
You can. So you have stepped inside, and I'll show you what that looks like in a moment.
We have a thing too.
Yeah, there's more maps.
Well, I can see already, can't I?
Maps.
Yeah,
my
what
turn
is
now?
on your turn if you would like to have a look around.
is
Yeah,
main-
we'll go back to you. So I'm gonna rotate this.
I don't know which main I'm supposed to look at. Is this main interior?
Yep.
It's
Okay,
over here.
so when you take a look at the inside, you are now here. Oh, Lauren's gonna rotate these so they're matching. You guys are right in here. So like immediately in front of you, pretty much all you see is large shelves, and it's much more brightly lit inside. There's a lot of shelving, boxes, crates, miscellaneous stuff. There's the main doors at the other end. The ceiling right above where you are seems lower than the ceiling as it opens up into the warehouse section. So you're kind of underneath what is likely to be some sort of second story area.
I would like to use my glasses with thermographic vision to see if I can find any hotspots in here that might be clusters of devices, things
Yeah.
of that sort.
Yeah,
So
so
that's
give me a perception.
great. So that's 2. That's 4 hits.
You don't see anything particularly prominent, except for the presence of 2 people that seem to be inside.
There's 2 people inside, just FYI. They're behind the first set of shelves.
Maybe whisper that.
It's the subvocal.
Mordecai does not understand things like this.
Nope.
I used my technology, Mordecai. It's fine.
What? Technology.
I understand technology. I know what you're doing. It's fine.
Okay, Elsie.
Can I see any guards, or is it just crows?
It is just crows.
Kill the hive mind crows so that can get me out.
Do I think there is a queen crow?
Probably not, no.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, Fang is gonna have to continue resisting this damage.
Oh, I know. You.
Let's see. I wonder, are they, I know they're an animal. Are they susceptible to, like, compulsion? To, like...
Probably, yeah.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to...
Oh, you mean like talking to them?
Yeah.
Animal handling?
Yeah, I mean, you could try. They're kind of odd in the way that they've been behaving as like this very hive-mindy. It seems almost as if there may be an external control.
Robot crows?
Sure. Yes, robot crows.
Yeah. I don't have. I have nothing that is area of effect. So I would like a delay.
You don't have like a flashbang or anything anymore?
I do, but they're clustered around Fang, right?
Yes.
So
helmet.
can you?
I'm seeing
Vision compensation?
probably. Oh, do my eyes have vision compensation? I'm pretty sure.
Pretty sure that was the thing I told
Yep,
you to
I
get
totally
in your
got
eye.
flare compensation.
Okay. So let's flashbang this then. If I'm not gonna cause.
Nope, it's gonna be fine.
You have to make sure that you're out of the radius too. It's a 10-meter radius.
Can't you just close your eyes?
No.
Got goggles.
You can move for
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna move away.
Elsie backs up. Sorry, Fang!
And I'm saying to my comm, like, hey, Fang, it's gonna be great. I've got some grenades.
Yeah! Don't explain it, just do it. Grenades, yeah. That would be super helpful.
I hope you have bane compensation as well.
Yeah, the flash part's fine. It just, the flash part gives you a bonus to the...
Yeah, the bang part, not so much.
Do you have your buds or plugs?
I don't think I got that yet for my helmet, and that's definitely something I should do next time.
Thanks for working on it. She got the helmet. Like, that's a
I got
good
the helmet, and it's got a gas part in it, so the gas won't affect me.
There's no gas. Never mind.
Well, I can...
Just do it. Just do it.
Okay.
Just do it.
I can gas or I can flash.
No. You do you, girl.
Okay.
I will
Fang is
survive.
probably not able to tell you
Yeah.
which one to do right now.
Okay. I will throw... Oh, we'll do a gas grenade.
Elsie's just like going through grenades, panicking while
Frag grenade! No.
On that 13-hour plane trip, how much did I tell you about my new helmet? How much did I tell you about my new
I think
eyes?
most of what you
Nothing.
talked about was how you spray painted it and how you're learning how to spray paint and that you really should have worked on the sizing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Font.
Thank you.
Yeah, Elsie's jet lagged. She's really anxious. She's like terrified that she's gonna drop Fang. So she'll throw a gas grenade. She's gonna like back off and then like chuck it.
Okay.
Just like that. She's gonna be like all clenched up when she chucks it.
So you roll your unarmed, or your throwing weapons and your agility. You need a hit threshold of 3 for it to land where you want, otherwise it scatters.
So I'm gonna use a little edge. Thank
Yes.
you, chat room, for that.
I am disappointed.
I
This is
know.
really-
So I got 3.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
Did you also glitch? Is that what that was?
No, it was just real close. So let's see. Yeah,
you use your edge.
I did.
What does your edge do? Oh, it gives you extra dice.
To reroll.
Oh.
Oh, if you use your edge at the beginning, you add your edge rating to your dice pool, and then you can also reroll 6s.
Oh.
Is that what you did?
I mean, net hits don't matter on a grenade anyway, right? So
No. They
Or
don't.
you can use it after to reroll your misses.
Regardless, you got the 3 hits,
Yeah.
so it lands where you want it to.
Great.
What type of gas is it?
It's it says CS tear gas.
Okay, and what's the power on it?
It is 10. Let's see, 10 MR.
10 meters.
10 meters
That's
range.
meter range.
Chemical.
Should have power listing somewhere. My guess is it's power 10.
I've got 6 of
there a
them.
DD
That's
maybe?
weird. There's not a.
Oh, is it?
It's because it's tear gas. It's just CS tear gas.
Yeah.
So
Any
it does
any
nothing.
chemical.
I think I've thrown this
It
one
does
before.
nothing for a combat round, and
Right.
then it's inhalation.
But everything has a power, which is what you resist with, and if you succeed on the resist for the power, then it doesn't affect you. I'm gonna assume it's power 10 because I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
it
I mean
is.
that's what the flashbang is, but I've got nothing listed here.
That will be a thing to do.
Yeah,
We'll check that out.
we'll check that out because I haven't really used
Okay.
this before.
It
But yeah, I've got like no.
Okay, so
It says like what chemicals in it.
the birds are going to continue to swarm, but they're like. And I assume Fang had her gas mask on.
I did. It's attached to the helmet. As long as the helmet's on, the gas is not in my mouth.
All right.
I'm just like putting just in case I put my respirator on.
Whose turn is it?
It is Mordecai's.
all right. Can I spy the other flock of crows that was swooping at us? I don't want to leave them around to go after Fang as well. So I'm going to do another ball lightning on them. This time we're going to do force 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
I assume that they're more than 8 meters away from me and
Yes.
away from Fang.
Probably.
Okay, good.
Not the ones that are swarming Fang.
No, the ones that are
Yeah.
swarming me. I'm not going to cast it on the ones swarming Fang.
Just to clarify.
Yeah.
Literally swarming her.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits, which means my net hits are 2. I'm actually going to use Point of Edge and reroll misses on them because I really want to take take these birds out if I can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Dice to reroll. Ooh. So, what did I say was before? 5?
You said net 3.
Yeah, so 9, but it's limited by the force of the spell, so it's 8, actually.
Okay.
So it's, net hits are 5, which means it's 13 damage.
Ooh.
Armor piercing minus 8.
I like that.
Okay. You have succeeded in pissing off a significant portion of the crows.
And I resist the drain from casting that just barely.
So the crows, like, you see several of them. Again, they have that, like, disoriented, they've just been stunned. They're kind of, like, flying at an awkward angle. One of them smacks up against the wall and then, like, lands on your head.
That's the story of my life.
And at least a couple of them are going to lose control over their bowels. And they seem to be dispersing, so the significant portion of the flock is definitely going to be disappearing and licking its wounds.
Sorry, birds, but life is shit.
So Cromwell, you have some cover, but one of the individuals is going to, not that one, is going to come around and kind of lean around the side, and they have a shotgun, and they're going to shotgun at you.
Right.
It's Boom Boom Room.
To defend.
It's not the Boom Boom Room.
And you take a minus 1 to your defense.
For the
It's a shotgun.
Okay, and the bird sounds are still affecting me as well. You said I have cover.
Mm-hmm.
3 hits.
Okay. If they succeed in shooting you, so you need to resist 10 damage, physical armor piercing minus 1.
1. 10 damage, you said?
Yes.
The pellets just stick into Cromwell's armor. It looks like the slightest more damage would have hurt him, but the bear god smiles at Cromwell today. He grins angrily at the guard.
Wait, grins angrily?
Yes.
Can you show me? Okay, that's it.
Great. And that puts us at a new initiative choice, so everyone roll initiative.
Okay, I'm gonna use the dices that were working really well for me. Yeah!
Damn it.
I can do it. I did that long roll last time.
Yeah.
It's really
Great.
sucky.
Cromwell?
31.
Elsie.
He's gonna pay
14.
Bang.
24!
Mordecai.
21.
Same frame.
15.
Awesome. All right. Let's get those in order.
Pathetic. I took out some birds. I feel good.
You should.
You should feel proud of yourself for
I don't think
attacking
I like birds.
territorial birds.
I've never really thought about it much before. But now that I think about it, I don't like
Cromwell,
birds.
you're first.
Alright, Cromwell does not like, he feels protective of mainframe, and this guy has a shotgun. And he just damaged some of Cromwell's clothing, which he's gonna have tailored now. So, he charges at this guy and does a called shot with his lightning fists. He just wants to ram his fist into the guy's mouth. His knuckles are sore a bit, so he wants his giant troll fist to go partway into the guy's mouth and then lightning to shoot into his head.
Can he say something like, "You kiss your mother with that mouth"?
No. I'm feeding you a knuckle sandwich.
Oh,
yeah.
That's better. Take hers.
It's easy to joke about this when you're not watching it happen.
Yeah.
Are you facing front facing or back facing?
I think back facing so I could defend myself. Like he's taking care of that
So
side.
you're like
but I'm in AR, so I'm like,
Don't worry, C3PO.
Right, I don't get to roll 30 dice for that. So it's
Oh, you
called
don't
shot,
get to
so-
roll 30 dice for it.
I'm gonna keep working on this knuckle sandwich a bit. It's like time for your.
4 hits.
Next shot.
Yeah, hits are 1.
Nice. So the DV the DV goes out by for a cold shot.
Oh, were you doing vitals?
Yes.
Then it's 2.
And 2. One called it's electrical damage. So 16 electrical damage. And also -2 his initiative, and -1 to his actions for the next combat turn.
Is there any armor piercing on your this?
Hidden now.
I don't think there's armor in his mouth.
He's unconscious.
Yeah.
The knuckle sandwich was 2.
Bon appetit.
Oh, that's so much better.
1. Bang!
Okay, there's still crows, right?
You are in the crow, so you need to try and get out of the crow.
Yeah, they're.
Strength plus body.
If you want to move Cromwell to where he was.
So Fang is gonna use her fancy computer brain. It's gonna go boop doop doop boop. It's the sound that Fang's computer makes.
It's also the sound Mordecai's computer makes.
Boop 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 boop.
So you can't actually do anything other than try and escape from the crows right now. You can't shoot them while you're in there. So you have to escape from the crows.
Fine.
That's your action.
I can't even do
Fine.
a free action to change it to widespread.
Oh, you're escaping in your physical body. Get out of the crows. You are swarmed.
What do I roll?
Strength plus body. I said it 3 times.
I wasn't listening.
No, you weren't.
If only you had a crowbar.
That's funny, but I can't. What is cool? You're taking away my cool points,
Your
Lord.
jokes are killing it because you're some murder. I don't even know. I got nothing.
That joke was murder.
Thank you. That was what I was. 5. 5. Oh, I rolled this many. Not that many.
Got a cool point.
And they're like,
You succeed. You are no longer in the crows.
Okay, now can I use...
Nope, that was your action.
Wait, I'm saying...
They're just gonna engulf
Okay.
you again on the next turn.
Fine, fine. I do nothing else but to go, ha!
Yeah.
Get away!
Yeah.
Next time, defend when they attack you.
She did.
Oh, full defense?
Yeah.
No.
All right. So you,
smart.
Cromwell and Mainframe, need to roll a logic plus willpower. You feel like somehow, even though you're inside and the sound of the crows seems to be gone, there's like this deepening pain that is trying to consume you. It's like getting a migraine that you're not
Do
expecting.
not like migraines.
Stabs in your brain.
Cromwell summons all his mental powers and gets 2 hits.
Oh.
Okay, Mainframe seems fine. She can shake it off and it's gone. Cromwell, on the other hand, feels just agony come over him. And
Get out of our heads!
it's like the equivalent of having 2 of your physical and your stun boxes are filled currently. What? Temporarily.
Oh. It's like...
It's as if.
It
Are
is
you
as
all
if.
right, Cromwell?
I'm fine.
What's going on in there?
My head feels like it's got birds inside of it.
All right, and then that puts it at this guy's turn, and he is also going to take a shotgun and attempt to shoot you with it.
Did you see what happened to the last guy what shot at me with a shotgun?
Well, in fairness, he also recently, you see like this marks on where Desert Strike bullets had hit him.
Oh!
Generally unhappy.
just one bullet.
Was it rubber?
No.
Good.
Okay, roll your defense.
I think this really is the boom boom room. Mm-hmm. Because there's the second boom.
Yeah, I've been wanting a shotgun. So
3
someone
hits.
leaves one.
3 hits. Okay, you need to defend against 11 physical damage, armor piercing minus 1.
I'm gonna use my audience edge to try to re-roll some of those misses. Because otherwise Cromwell would be pretty incapacitated.
Yeah, that.
I could just do this.
I mean, I'm okay with it.
All right. Cromwell takes some of the bullets. Most of the bullets or the pellets hit his armor, but a couple like stick into his gums.
Not a place for bullets. No.
Spits out blood. There's a little bit of
Okay.
electricity in the blood.
Mordecai.
Are the crows separated enough from Fang? From like how far away?
I mean, they're dispersed into the sky, so you could probably go for an attack on them.
Fang, have you got these, or do you want me to take another shot at them?
Go help. Go help the others. I got
Okay.
this. I'm good.
I'm gonna. I take it I heard these gunshots, so I'm gonna charge into the warehouse, and I'm gonna charge past Cromwell. See the guy there, and I'm going to run right up to him, hit him with my punch spell. Let's do force 10. This is an unarmed attack. I'm just trying to make contact with him, so he's going to defend against that. So, Jesus, I only got 4 hits.
Okay, so he just rolls regular reaction and intuition.
Yeah,
Is that the?
Your net hits are 2.
Whoa!
sweet. In that case, it does. In that case, it does 12 damage, armor piercing at -10.
Okay.
I reach out with him, and it's like electricity leaping between my finger and him, and it floods his system.
And he just like reels back and then crumples to the floor.
Yeah, I'd scream too, security guy.
I knew Cromwell was about to go berserk, and then he calms down again.
All right. That puts us at the crows. We're going to, this time, seeing that Elsie threw a grenade at them, are going to attempt to swarm Elsie. Oh wait, no, we're at the end of the combat turn, so the tear gas should have taken effect now.
Yeah.
No, you threw it. It'll take effect at the end of this combat turn, so they do get to do this first.
So they'll attack you and then.
Yeah, and then while they're around you. That's not as many as I'm supposed to roll. That is how many I'm supposed to roll. Okay, roll your reaction and intuition.
9? Do you have that -1 still?
Yeah.
You got this,
Defend
Elsie.
as well.
5. You succeed in defending.
I don't know if I can do this now or I have to wait till my turn. I would like to clutch my chest and blood comes out of my chest and I just do a dramatic ah! And I fall to the ground.
I think that'll happen on your turn.
Great.
Give me a performance then.
Yeah.
Mainframe.
Great. So, Cromwell, are you all right?
I've got a headache and my mouth tastes like it's got metal in it.
It probably does.
Oh,
Great. So I don't see any physical devices from my perception check.
Well, you do notice that there's another keypad door.
Great. I would like
On the
to unlock
inside.
that. That would be what I would like to do. Do I need to mark that device first?
You hadn't placed any marks on anything in the network, had you?
Just that comm link.
No, they were not in the network. So yeah, you need to mark the device.
Six hits.
You place a mark.
Great. I'm gonna get that door open. Take a second.
Elsie.
I do the thing. And I crumple. Pool of blood. I mean, splatters of blood.
Roll.
Oh, see how beautifully dramatic that is.
Uh-oh. This is really bad.
What's that?
No, fangs.
Oh, Fang! Oh, Fang!
What? It's fine. Oh.
Oh, right, do I hear this?
So hot. 3.
It's like probably convincing for crows that are desperately unintelligent, but also like it doesn't smell like real blood. So
What do I roll?
maybe a judge intentions.
Okay, that might not be bad. You had
Yeah.
3? Yeah. Totally 100% think you're dead right now.
1 hit for my judge
Me
intentions.
too.
You heard this like like Elsie went ah!
Elsie, no.
So
should probably
you're
judge
probably slightly convinced that something's wrong with Elsie.
All right. Cromwell does go berserk now.
Oh God. Oh God.
There's a mainframe strapped to your
Can
back.
I do an interrupting action to get the hell off his back?
It is now
I'm not-
Cromwell's turn.
Can I do? Is there any way to
if
do
you want
that?
to spend 5 of your initiative,
Yes, I would like to not be strapped to the berserking.
that
troll.
would put you at 0, and then you're.
I feel like that's an important.
You're like, and you just drop.
Is there any way to grab my weapon while I'm doing that? No?
No.
It's a drop and roll away.
Yeah. You like unclip and then just drop.
And I
roll.
roll to cover.
Yeah.
I'm at least.
Yeah.
I'm not just gonna hang out, but
You're
I will roll
back
to cover.
behind here.
Cromwell you may not want to be there. Cromwell turns and he just runs out the building as fast as he can. Like, through the hole in the fence.
I'm so glad I did that.
And up the hill to where Elsie and Fang are, as far as he can get.
Oh my
Oh, it's the best. You're probably about halfway there. I mean, they were about 20 meters away, so you're pretty close. You moved a little bit, so you're almost there.
Over the comm link,
You want
I type. Can we do a check-in, please?
I got a 7 on my judge intention.
Yeah,
so
you-
I
100% performing.
You know what dying people sound like.
Okay, so
I'm convinced.
Fang, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm going to attempt to shoot the birds right above Elsie as I'm running to Elsie.
Okay, give me your Give me your shooting.
Wait, as a free action, I turn into widespread first, which makes shooting different.
Yeah. Better idea for the crows.
Yeah, so
Your legs.
shotguns have 3 kinds of space settings. So there's narrow, medium, and wide, and it's how many how many targets, and like it's easier to hit, but it does less damage. So, which right now these mother birds. 4.
Okay. You do succeed in hitting your net hit search, or two.
Okay, so it's 9 piercing -5.
Okay.
And it's 2 targets.
All right. The sort of the last of that group of crows. Actually, most of them have now fallen unconscious or like are super disoriented and dazed and generally unhappy because of the tear gas, and so they just like reel off in various directions as these like confused birds and smack into other windows and buildings.
Alright, I'm gonna use the rest of my turn to run over to Elsie and be like, Elsie! Elsie! And try to get into a quick grab to scoop her up.
Okay.
And
Go for it.
I mean,
Kind of. Mainframe. Someone is trying to hack your comm link.
what?
Trying to place a mark on it. So defend. Defend.
No more dice.
Oh my god. I mean, I have to
4 hits.
You defend.
I have an Elsie.
nice.
I have the Elsie.
Okay. The two of you need to resist another attack, like as sort of. It almost feels like now they're just like raking at the inside of your head, like that there's something trying to get inside and just make your nerves feel like they're on fire.
Are we all doing that, or am I okay?
Just mainframe and and
Great.
force
And then is that still the willpower plus logic?
Yeah.
Both of you have
equivalent of 1 box of physical and stun damage currently.
Where's this noise coming
Cromwell,
from?
the feeling for you is gone now completely. And all of the confusion is gone. The crows seem to have abated in their cawing.
Cromwell,
Mordecai.
these people are making me angry.
Mordecai.
You just hear Cromwell like screaming, and he sounds like he's like about to cry, like over the comm.
Can I
Is
tell where
everything
the
all right?
Can I tell where the noise is coming from? If there are any speakers or anything like that?
It's not a noise that you're hearing, it's inside
it's
your
a-
head. Like it's
it's
a feeling
inside
of
my
like
head.
like your body is being clawed at from the inside and like your nerves are kind of on fire.
What do I think is causing it? Like,
Magic, probably.
magic, probably.
Yeah. I
Like
mean,
a spell or a...
you can give me your spell casting as a knowledge check.
Yeah, let's do that.
You could also give me, a perception on the inside of the room too.
Well, let's do the knowledge check first. A lot of hits.
Some sort of agony spell.
Magic! I want to astrally perceive.
There's a mage. What? Staring down at you from a window. They're just like,
Oh, so that's above us?
yes,
Okay.
Son of a bitch.
Does he look angry?
yes,
Was that my turn?
yes.
Alright. I look mage.
Elsie.
I have her. We're far away. I'm in her arms. We're far away enough away from the birds.
Yeah.
I just like sit up and I spit blood out of my mouth and I turn and I smile and there's blood all over my teeth and I'm like, I'm fine.
She's gone insane! The crows have got to
And
her!
I say over the comm, I'm like, guys, I was just testing my murder armor.
Can we get like a text next time?
JKBRB.
I just
Mordecai.
assumed you would know that crows wouldn't
Crows are scary!
cause that much blood to come out of, and crows can't kill me.
Probably couldn't see that.
How much of this did you say in the 3 seconds?
I'm fine was probably most of what she got out.
I'm fine.
I'm testing murder.
Yeah, and there's a smile.
All right, Cromwell.
So you said I'm fine. You spit out a bunch of blood.
Yeah.
Cromwell, I can get to them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cromwell runs up and he grabs your head and he calls on the Great Bear to give your wounds to him. And he's just like screaming and yelling. He's like, Bear! No! Don't take this from me! And I assume it fails to pull anything.
There's literally nothing happens unless you have. Do you have any damage right now?
No, I think like Elsie had like, she just had like a sore shin from sitting on cramped quarters on the plane.
Probably
so
gets
now
like
that's
menstrual
fine.
cramps for no reason.
And I'm like, Cromie, I'm okay.
What?
I was faking.
You're bleeding.
No, it's the gore packs we bought.
What? I don't think Cromwell knows about the murder armor.
No, we did.
And
Cromwell that's Cromwell's turn is trying to put the pieces together.
hey guys, mainframe, they're hacking your comm link again.
What?
Okay. It works.
I am going to use some of this edge
Oh!
to re-roll.
Yeah,
Because
you're
I'm
flush
kind of
with it.
pissed right now. I'm just inspired by, it's been a long ass day and we're jet lagged.
Is it me?
Oh, that's 6 hits.
Yeah, you're
Rage.
fine.
Rage.
Don't mess with me.
Fang.
Okay. Fang's gonna put Elsie down.
Oh, you're okay.
Don't do that again. And then she's gonna go towards the building and start running.
Okay.
She knows you've got someone to protect you, right? I'll make it
The
happen.
mage is gonna kind of like grin at you, and cast a power bolt.
Alright, I'm using my counter spelling dice.
Okay.
for this. And what's
You
the
just resist with
resistance?
body.
With body? Okay, so... 4 hits.
Unfortunate for me. Okay.
I take his power bolt that comes at me, and I dissipate it into the manic ether.
Okay.
And I look back at him and I grin bigger.
Your turn, Mordecai. Bring it.
4/6 summon. Six hits.
Your net hits are 4.
Behind the magician on the astral plane, who should emerge except, of course, no one but Sharky, who is cut. His face is covered in soot, and he has like a chimney sweep thing in it, and he has a bunch of band instruments strapped to him, and he has one of those little berets on.
Lord, the greatest British speaker of all time.
And is he him yet?
No, he's astral. Damn. But he does roll his initiative.
Alright. It's gonna put it back at Cromwell.
How much movement? Do I have any movement left at this point?
22.
I will try to. I think Cromwell gets it. I'll astrally perceive to see what's going on, because he's aware something magic happens.
Yeah, it's a little hard to tell because you're kind of trying to look through the building. So you see some of the. You get this feeling that Sharky has appeared, and you can make out that there are about 4 individuals kind of on the inside.
Yeah, I probably know Sharky's signature.
Yeah, that
so.
one's easy to pick out, and like Mainframe and Mordecai, and then one that you don't really know.
Okay. Do I know that he's on the second floor?
Not really, you can't tell that. Fang. Sorry, hacking comlink again. We're going for it, Mainframe.
Oh, what?
Yeah, we gotta find that. Oh, we don't know yet. She's being hacked.
I want to verify that I'm doing this right. So hacking my comlink, that's device rating plus? Or are they attacking, is it my normal matrix defense?
It's your matrix defense. I mean, it's what you do against a brute force.
Great.
Now, I actually got Sharky's initiative wrong because
Your
it's
willpower
astral.
firewall. Okay.
So it's 25, not 22.
I am again going to use one of these. Guys, I am determined not to have this go wrong. I am gonna re-roll these non-successes, which there were many.
It's unfortunate for me.
5.
Fine. Fine. Okay. Fang. Mordecai, sorry. No, it's Fang. My numbers got mixed around.
It should be, I think, the fish. Sorry, Sharky. Because he has 25.
Yes, thank you.
Yep.
It's
I got you.
Did you just call him the fish?
Sharky is looking at the magician. Can you tell if the magician is astrally perceiving or not?
Sorry.
You normally can't really tell if someone's actively doing that or not.
Okay. He would know. He would be able to tell if he was dual natured though, like through astrally perceiving. I think.
I mean, he has a presence on the astral plane, but yeah, he's probably not actively. No, there's probably some level of astral perception going on.
So so if he's perceiving astrally, then he can be hurt astrally. So Sharky is going to use astral combat.
No, he's not.
Oh,
There's a difference between perceiving and projecting. He's not astrally projecting.
Right, but if he's perceiving, then he can be hurt on the astral plane.
I don't think so, because I can't attack Cromwell when he's astrally perceiving astrally.
You actually can.
Okay.
I mean, if you want, we'll
No, you can't actually attack Cromwell when I'm astrally perceiving.
Yeah.
become dual natured when you're astrally perceiving. Okay, in that case, Sharky just materializes.
Oh my god! But he's in the room, right?
Yeah.
He's in the room and he is majestic, as usual.
With a chimney sweep and suit.
Fang.
Oh, I'm gonna finish running to the room. I'm gonna go through the hole in the fence. I'm gonna look in. I'm gonna see mainframe. I'm still gonna have guns.
You're being attacked with another powerball.
I am, or Sharky?
You are.
Which is Mordecai?
Mordecai.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because we are both Sharky.
You are both Sharky. It's also a lot easier to hit a wee, puny little mage. And when you're gone, Sharky's gone.
Mages are smart.
Actually, that was
Annoying.
Super annoying.
Right?
Oh my god.
2.
Mages.
Perfect. You need to resist against.
I think for Powerbolt, it's just the net
Net
hits I
hit.
take.
So it's against 4 physical damage.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh, you don't resist. Sorry, you just take 4 physical damage.
So your net hits were 4. Okay.
You rolled real well.
Ugh.
All right. Mordecai.
How far up is this window?
It's like 3 meters.
3 meters off the ground. I'm going to cast Resist Pain on myself, and I'm going to move out of. Or actually, no, that was physical damage. I have to check to see if I go Berserk. Okay, I don't go Berserk.
Oh, thank
I am going to cast Resist Pain on myself, and I'm going to move out of the Magician's line of sight.
Okay. So you need to go here and then actively take cover. So you're
Sure.
probably not going to be able to do both on your turn.
I can recklessly cast Resist Pain
Okay.
as a simple action and take more drain from it.
Okay. It'll put it at Cromwell's turn next. And you get to go again before you roll initiative.
4.
And I still don't have any movement left. Is there a window or anything in that second story? Cromwell just tries to perceive a bit more about what's going on.
Okay.
Oh, actually, I can
Spell's
use
being cast.
I'll just use a run action to move a little bit toward.
Yes. Get like a few meters.
That's close.
All right, everybody roll initiative. And actually, we're going to pause there and take our break. And then we roll initiative when we come back.
No.
This is how long it's going to take you to get rid of this mage. Apparently, mages are really powerful. I forgot about
Not
that, guys.
just a mage, also a hacker.
Oh. This mage will be rid.
We shall return shortly. Stay tuned for more Shadowrun Corporate Sins. Come, motherfuckers.
A marooned race of humanoid rabbits, known as the Thumpers, were on the run from Space Cat pirates when a warp drive malfunction landed them into a fantasy dimension. They awoke in new bodies and found themselves surrounded by a strange people. The dumb people of this dimension valued being entertained above all else. If they were to survive on this strange planet, they would have to sacrifice all of their dignity and perform daily as the Thumpers.
I'm AJ. I'm on Valiant RPG, which is going to be on Mondays at 6 p.m. I'm a programmer for Hyper RPG, and I'm here to answer your questions. Battlestar. Kanye, always. Iron Man. Pokemon all the way. AR. Cat.
Hey, quiet on set!
Power attack, come on. Jello. It's about the wiggliest goily. I'll do support this time. I'm gonna go with Michael Keaton.
Hi guys, my name is Malika, and I love you all. Not that guy behind the camera, you guys, the audience. My name is Malika, I already said that, and I'm a game developer and also the host of Grab Bag, a show where we make board games from board games. Battlestar, because I've never watched Game of Thrones. T-Swift, or come on. Alright, Kanye, because he's such a joke. And he likes anime. Did you know that? He likes anime and games. And he's always trying to make an indie game. Iron Man, because I was in Iron Man 3. Woo! Digimon! Digimon talk, Pokemon just say their name. AR, because you can touch things and smell them. VR is all virtual. Cat or dog? Oh my god. Cat dog? Puppy cat? Cat dog, please? Can that be an option or is that a cop out? What does that even mean? I can't answer. Power attack. That was the PA. Pa. Pa! Pudding! Pudding. Jello is for like when you're getting over something. Pudding is when you want to treat yourself. Support. I'm very supportive. Who's the best Batman? Oh no! Oh no! Ah! Hi everybody, my name is Strix and I am the host of Weekly Affirmations, an awesome feel-good show about indie and freeform RPGs. And in my other life, I'm also a game designer, an academic, an activist, and I work in tech startup too. So, you know, kind of busy. Anyway, I hear I have some questions to answer. Battlestar. T-Swift. Neither. Black Widow, duh. Pokemon. Obviously, since I run an analog show, it's AR, guys. Cats, especially Siamese, they're the best. Power attack. Definitely pudding. I had my jaw wired shut as a kid and they made me eat a lot of Jello and I don't like it anymore. 80 carry. You're gonna really hate my answer. You know why? Cause it's Clooney!
Get out! Get out!
Welcome back to Shadowrun Corporate Sins. I hope you enjoyed your break. We're going to be jumping right back into our combat. Our team MMFEC is currently attacking a warehouse that they believe belongs to the Crows gang. We are certain blackmail information regarding a dearest fond member of Cromwell's past existence exists, and they are hoping to eliminate that blackmail information. But they're currently just dealt with a bunch of crows that were a murderous bunch. And also a mage, which is actively who they're dealing with right now. So we're gonna jump right back into our combat with everybody re-rolling their initiative, and we're gonna see how well they handle this.
I'm actually gonna drop into VR. I took cover, right? I'm there on the ground.
Yes.
I'm gonna drop into VR and re-roll for Matrix.
13 plus
28.
Elsie,
14.
Fang,
27.
Mordecai,
25.
Mainframe,
18.
and then Sharky.
Sharky is 24.
All right, Cromwell, you're up first.
Right, I saw the guards on top. I know there's no one on the ground floor.
Oh wait, sorry. Yeah, no, you're up first. I did something.
Cromwell would like to run up, using the powers what the bear gives him. His hands forming the slight bear claws, and he runs up the wall to the roof. How high is it? You said 3 meters to the window. So
6.
6 meters. Yep, no problem. Makes it a top. Do I see a stairwell or some way?
There's like a hatch in the roof.
Oh.
I'll move as close as I can to the hatch.
You basically get to it.
Okay.
All right, Fang.
Great. I'm gonna run in and shoot the window. The mage is in.
Yep.
Haha! Boom, boom, room. I'm gonna use my shotgun to try to blast the
What's
room.
the damage?
Yeah. Good question. Give me a second to roll. 13, 12, I get one more. Give me a second. Oh, yeah. 3. But I am hitting a window.
No, you so add all of your hits to the damage value. The window doesn't just dodge; it just soaks as much damage as the window can.
Really quick. Sorry. I don't know why shooting buildings makes me really nervous. 13 damage piercing -1. Switch to narrow.
The window shatters.
Yeah!
And glass falls to the ground.
In the raining glass itself.
Mordecai.
The helmet off the ground. Pitter patter.
I'm going to use leadership on Sharky, and I'm going to tell him, end the mage. So he gets 3 extra dice to his next move.
Okay. Mainframe. I'm going for your comm link again.
And with my last of the edge, I will re-roll. I'm just not. All that jet lag is getting to me.
Great. How do I keep my comm link safe? People like me.
2 hits.
Ha! It gets a mark on you. It only took me like 5 rolls.
Wait, who's attacking?
It's probably blue.
No, blue Sharky.
Oh.
We don't.
I don't know.
All of you, in the room, which is Fang, and Mainframe, and Sharky, and Mordecai, you guys feel that pain dissipate, and then like it takes sort of tries to grab hold again. So like all of your nerves just feel like they're firing all at once.
So does that
everyone
previous
rolls
effect?
willpower. So the previous effect is gone.
Okay.
Cool.
To do a new one. So everyone rolls willpower
And logic?
logic.
Okay. Time to die.
Sharky and I both get 5 hits.
Okay.
I'm gonna use.
Mordecai and Sharky are both fine. Mainframe, you have 1 box physical, 1 box stun.
I'm gonna use a chat room edge because that was not good. Fang struggles with trying to find her mind. 3.
3. Fang has 2 boxes of physical and 2 boxes of stun equivalent damage currently. It's just like your nerves are all like firing all at once, and it feels like tingly but also burny.
I just want to curl up.
Mainframe.
Where is this persona? Do I see him?
Give me a Matrix Perception.
I don't see the thing that's attacking me.
Running silent.
It's 4 hits.
You see it. It's below you.
Great.
In the basement.
What? There's a basement? I want to attack it.
Yeah, you can do that too.
Great. And I get plus 2 plus the 2 versus personas, which is great.
Did we skip Sharky's turn?
Yes. Go back to it.
Sharky wants his turn. Keeps acting the initiative order.
Yeah. Computers sound like 90s.
I want to use. I got 3 hits, but I'm going to use one of my actual edge. Not that remove.
Because 3 hits would not have been enough.
No. So I get to reroll 12 of those.
What? 12 of them?
Yes.
That was wow.
Good time to use edge.
Yeah.
And there, I got another. So I had 3, and then I got 4, so that's 7.
Yeah, that's enough.
7 is
okay. All right, Sharky.
I was attacking him. Did I hit him?
No, that was your defense.
That was my turn.
Oh, that was your attack. You did hit him. Sorry.
Yes, I would like to do damage to him.
It's a marked on them. Or were you just damaging them?
I'm data spiking with the asshole.
Your net hits are 3.
Great. So he needs to defend against 9 matrix damage.
Yep. I'm gonna roll all these.
Yeah,
I'm gonna roll all of them. Okay. You got some damage on there.
Good. Ha.
All right.
In the
Sharky.
Sharky looks at the mage and he says, "Step in time." And he engulfs the mage whole into his watery body. So it's a melee attack. 3, 4, 5 hits.
Okay. Okay. It succeeds.
So he is
Engulfed.
Yep, he's engulfed. It's 12 stun, -6 armor piercing.
He goes unconscious. A terrible roll.
Sharky just floats
He
backwards. And
goes limp in the water. And with that, we'll drop out of initiative.
No, there's one.
Wait, I'm attacking this guy.
I know.
Are we not? Okay, fine.
You're literally the only one doing anything.
All right. Do I keep attacking him? I'm not pleased with him standing there. I'm
There's no one that you can see.
in the Matrix.
Yes.
I see him in the Matrix, and he's standing in front of me in the Matrix, and I do not like him.
Yeah. Well, he gets to go next, so.
We don't know.
Yeah, you guys have no idea what's happening.
We're just done.
Whoa! He's just gonna data spike you, so roll your matrix defense.
I still have one more edge. I'm using it. That's what we're doing.
Our players are getting desperate. They're going to their own edge, which means they really could use some help from the chat room if you feel like donating $25 per point of edge. Because I rolled just real well right now. Oh, you need to resist 5 matrix damage. Oh no, wait, it's an attack. So sorry, that's 5 are my net hits.
shit.
So, and it adds another that. So you need to resist 10 matrix damage. Oh dear.
It's great. It's great.
Is this against me or my deck at this point?
Your deck. Great.
Oh, we're fine. I got 2 hits, so we're still up.
All right. The persona is gonna attempt to hide.
Oh, he's scared.
Yeah. Well, it's feeling pretty good about what just happened.
What is it like? Can you tell me what a data spike looks like?
It depends on the Matrix persona. So this one was like someone just shooting like an arrow just like straight at you, except this one was like 5 arrows heading directly at your gymnastics persona all at once with beautiful black feathers on the fletching.
Go.
I'm just gonna turn off my deck for now.
Okay. All right. So you are currently in a room. There's a doorway.
I'm up where the smoke is all billowed and curled. On top of the rooftops. That's the Cromwell world.
All right. What do you guys do?
I open the hatch.
Great. You can go down the hatch, and now you're on the second floor. There's like a ladder. Climb down the wall.
I'm gonna levitate up to the second floor. I wanna check to see if there's anything of value on the mage's body.
Not really.
No. Okay.
You guys
What?
kind of do a search of the area. Nothing particularly exciting seems to be up here. So there's still that door that you haven't
I
opened
do
yet.
not search.
There's a
I
door?
am heading down into the base.
Okay.
There's a keypad.
Cromwell could take that out.
There's a locked door. Oh, the agony effect is gone.
Okay. Great.
Oh, and I cast heal on myself too.
Okay. Elsie, the room's all clear. Please come join us.
Okay.
I want to take a moment to try to attempt some repairs to my deck.
Okay.
Cromwell tries the door. He doesn't like knowing there people down there might know we're there.
The door is locked.
All right, he looks around, but he gets ready to knock the door down. And he looks around to see if anyone. Do it. Yeah. All right, he
This
takes
is your run,
encouragement
Cromwell.
and just lockpicks the door Cromwell style.
Alright, the door opens. Cromwell style.
Opens Cromwell style.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, room.
Boom! And it just like smacks against the wall. There's a flight of stairs. I definitely drew this map slightly wrong. But a flight of stairs going down. The door was offset.
Is that the last map?
And yes.
I want to astrally perceive down the stairs.
Wait, can I take 7 minutes and take 4 hits off of my deck.
Great. So you guys go down. If you go down the stairs, there's like another room with more shelves. And if you kind of like if you look through them, there's no one else down there as far as you can tell. Unless you're looking astrally, in which case I assume someone's
I
gonna
am
look
looking
astrally.
astrally, yes.
There is a person, a life form is somewhere in this space right here, behind another locked door. And then if you kind of take some time and look through any of these boxes, you notice that they're full of more illicit things, namely BTLs.
Let's burn this place down. Well, we'll save the guy and then burn it down because.
Let's take the BTLs and sell them.
No, that's where the line is drawn. No, we're not going to become dealers like that. No.
Let's burn that bridge when we get to it.
I get down to the basement, and I start like popping the lids on boxes, kind of.
There's a guy in that room. How do you guys want to handle this?
He knows we're coming.
Let's ask him to leave, or she.
I'm pretty sure they're not our friends. I'm pretty sure that's our friend from the Matrix.
Well, then he should know where the information is.
We got something he wants, namely his life, or her life. He or she's got something we want, which is information, specifically for Emma not to have it. Emma might be willing to make a deal.
Sounds like a plan.
I want to question that.
We still don't have a plan.
Somebody want to break down that door?
Yeah,
So many options. One door, one room.
the plan is to talk to him.
Then let's.
If no one else is going to, Cromwell, well.
Oh, okay.
I would like to
The door's
propose.
closed. We need
I
to go
would like
in.
to propose.
I say through the wall, because I can be loud. Little piggy, are you in there?
There's just silence.
I knows you're in there, and if I have to huff and puff and blow your little door down, I'm gonna continue huffing and puffing. But I don't really want to. I don't have that much against you personally.
Who the fuck are you?
We're MFEC.
For fuck's sake.
What?
That's right. You better open that door.
I mean, I prefer it being closed.
Open that door, or we will bring the thunder raining down on you.
Intimidate.
Can I help with I'll use my British speak. Yeah, open the door.
Yeah, governor.
Right.
I'm not assisting.
I had 2.
Fucking Yanks.
Can I add 2?
I get 2 more dice.
Yeah, because I rolled really well with my big dice of intimidation.
You're intimidating.
Woo! Wow.
I might as well have intimidated with that roll.
Out of all those dice, I got 2 hits.
I think I'm gonna leave it closed.
Are there any windows into that room?
No.
Cromwell.
I mean,
You know what to do.
Alright, I'm just gonna open the door gentle-like, so step back.
You don't hear anything.
Okay, I'm gonna step back, because I know.
Alright, Cromwell tries to huff and puff and kick the door down.
I mean, I'm gonna assume Cromwell successfully huffs and puffs and kicks the door down.
Is it a strong door?
It's like a normal, it's not a security door.
Okay, yeah.
Cromwell's pretty good at taking those down in one shot, so I'm not super worried. Maybe like kicks it the first time and then winds up and kicks it harder the second time. So the door flies open and like smacks against one of the desks, and you just see this woman. She's just kind of like sitting in the chair.
Hello.
Right.
Hi, we're MMFEC, and we're looking for some information.
What do you want?
Well, we really would like access to your computers and your files. All of them.
Are they gonna? Are you with them yet? Because are you still working?
I mean, did it take 7 minutes for us to
Probably
rifle
not,
through
no.
So no, not yet.
They're gonna kind of look at you and be like,
7 minutes.
No.
I thought it was 7 minutes.
Most.
But there's a lot of boxes.
I didn't giggle because like, right. Sure you know what to do with those.
Just give it to us on a...
Go for it, and they're gonna gesture to this like large block that is in the corner.
What?
That's like it's a safe, and there seems to be wires like running in and out of it.
Well,
What my friend, my somewhat violent friends mean to say is this. We understand you've got information and you're kind of an information broker. And we'd like to buy some of that information so we can use it for our own ends. We work for corporations, see?
Oh, well, we don't really deal with corporations.
Right, but
and
you've
and
got
I mean, I feel like you should have gone through my supervisor or something, rather than just breaking in here and stabbing and punching and shooting people.
There was no stabbing.
Mordecai takes a look at this safe.
Oh.
With the...
No.
What kind of a lock is it?
No.
It's like a keypad.
No.
It's actually probably a biometric one.
Use your hand.
Well, main friend 3 isn't here.
Stop it, Mordecai.
No, we don't.
What?
Let's do it the right way.
He's gonna do it the right way.
Cromwell will not let Mordecai anywhere near any of the machines here.
Like, okay.
I would like to. I'm thinking maybe her, like, is it eye reader or hand?
Hand.
I'm thinking maybe her hand will open that safe.
Oh.
Miss Elsie, I know you likes being violent and hurting people, but I thought this time we could make a deal with the person and let them live. I mean, if
You're talking like I kill people and I don't.
you've murdered so many people like this in exactly this situation. What, spooning their eyeballs out and
What the
injuring
fuck
them?
do you want?
Put your hand on the thing.
Why?
Put your hand on the
What
thing.
possible reason do I have to do anything that you say?
I just slap her.
Okay.
Okay, that was quick.
So roll your attack. Give you a bonus for surprising.
Yes, I have done this. There we are.
You have that.
I just had to find it on my new sheet. 2.
Taser glove, I assume.
Oh,
Yeah.
It just like you go in to slap her, and she just kind of leans back, and your hand swoops past her face, just like. I think you're the first one that's tried to do that.
Uh-oh. Let me at her, Crowley! Let me at her!
Hold
Let me
on.
at her!
Listen.
What are you gonna want? I'm gonna poke her eyes out and eat them!
We don't sell information. This is information on our employees, and we don't tend to pass that out.
What's this we? Your we isn't here anymore. It's just you. I thought you might want to make a deal because your employer didn't want to. Now, if you'd rather we just do to you what we did to the rest of employees, that's fine, but I have no need to injure anyone personally. My friend here is very violent, might. But I could probably convince her not to kill you. If
No,
you give us
I want to kill her. I want to take her entrails and I want to make an art project with them.
You to roll a negotiation, and I want you to roll your intimidate as a bonus to Cromwell's negotiation.
Okay.
I'm
Whatever
gonna
hits
use.
you get are extra dice.
I'm gonna use my edge from the chat room. Want to add my own edge rating and push the 6s on this negotiation because that's the only way I have any chance.
Do you want to use the big lucky dice?
Yes, I want
Okay.
to
I
use.
have one more extra. So I rolled 4.
So 4 hits. So Cromwell gets an extra 4 dice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh.
And I get to add the edge, and I get to add my own charisma, which is 2.
Your charisma's 2? It's twice as good as mine. Elsie takes her hand and puts it into some of her fake blood and then just like
3, 4, and I get to reroll my 6s. 5 hits. Is the best, is the most persuasive Cromwell's been in his entire life.
Really unsettled by like Elsie's licking of the blood and just like clawing to get at her. She kind of shrinks back a little bit, and she's like, "You've got a Decker upstairs, right?"
Sure.
So, here's the thing. My employer is actually significantly more terrifying than you are. Which, you know, is saying a fair amount, actually. Congratulations. But, let's just say I cannot be conscious when they arrive. And she's gonna, like, glance down at your taser glove. But I'm willing to, offer some assistance if you would do it in a less painful manner.
Oh.
And also not fucking tell them anything.
Alright, I've got an idea. We takes a little bit of information. We knocks you out, but we leaves it so it looks like you fought us off. Your employer's impressed with you. The only thing you have to do is not say anything about us getting this far into the building. Well, other than the smashed down door. But you
Well,
can
I mean,
explain.
assuming if you leave me in here, I think they'll figure out that I didn't hold my own against you.
Right, but you'll probably come ask you if we got any information.
Well, assuming I am unconscious before I know what information it is.
What? No need to tell him, say, we added Decker here.
No, that's what I'm saying. If you had a Decker, then it wouldn't have been me.
I
that
think
helped
we
you.
understand each other.
I don't think he does.
I'm confused.
I'm going to help you. You're going to make it look like I didn't help you, and then
Oh,
I'm
okay.
going to be fine.
This is the greatest plan ever.
Jesus Christ! How'd you
Is my
fucking
7
get
minutes
past
up
any
yet?
of that?
So, to be clear,
Is my 7 minutes up yet?
Yeah,
May I join the party in the
Been
basement?
like 20 minutes.
what Cromwell wants is for her not to tell them we took any information.
I thought
off
we
their
wanted
mission.
to destroy the information because
I'm not going to say anything about what you did, because if I know what you did, then I get in trouble for letting you do it.
Can we take an
So presumably, in the situation that we're pretending happens, I am unconscious upon your arrival, shortly after your arrival in this room, and then you did whatever you did while in this room while I was unconscious.
So I walk into the room. I sense the argument going on between these folks, and I see the box in the corner, and I just quietly walk over and eject into the box.
She knows what's going on.
Would you
Now-
prefer
What?
taser?
What she said is what I wanted. I'll
Yes.
keep my mouth shut from now on.
She'll just like put her hand out. Okay.
Before you do that, ma'am, thank you for your assistance. Is there any security footage that we need to erase to help corroborate the story? Or anything we should be aware of in that?
Give me a moment. She like seems to be doing stuff. Right, I've cleared all the footage from this room, so it should be fine.
Thank you ever so much.
Great.
So goes up with her taser glove, and as she's reaching out with that, she simultaneously hits her with the Yamaha because I'm not certain that the taser glove will
That's fair.
and so I don't want her to suffer.
The pulsar.
She's not going to defend against it, so she just. What's the total damage?
No, I'm gonna. I'll use the. I've got 2 tasers. Well, 3 if you count the glove. Yeah. So I'll use. I'll use the.
So, between the two of them, you deal enough damage.
Yeah.
I mean, she doesn't defend against it.
Yeah.
She's
a little guy.
But that way she's out quickly and doesn't. There's no
so
like
she-
double tap that's needed for like. Not quite there.
She drops unconscious. You're able to jack in once you're in there.
And I make a loud sigh immediately when I jack in because it's like it's an elaborately themed crow's nest.
Oh yeah,
Like with like feathers and all over the place, and all the files are like eggs. I'm just like,
Yes.
God. Ugh.
Yeah.
We'll be glad when this is over. All right. So what do I see as far as eggs and files are concerned?
You have to crack a lot of eggs.
Yeah.
To get through, and eventually you crack the right set of eggs, and you manage to kind of like work through, and you pick them up, and you notice that they've got like little faces drawn on them of the various employees, and you sift through, and eventually you find the one that's got Pip's face on it. And when you crack it, there's like several files. There's like some video files of him like directly involved in purchasing drugs, and then there's also like location information on his family that he works for, and then it's like a couple of other pieces of evidence like recordings and stuff like that would be, you know, if someone got a hold of that, they would know that he was less than honest.
Cromwell, I have found your friend's egg. Do you want me to delete it? Destroy the information?
Yes, absolutely. Is there... You know what? I don't need to know what's in it.
You sure?
Some things you're better off not knowing. I thought my old Pip was a butler. Turns out he's not. I still loves him. He still did what he did for me. Even if it hasn't turned out he's doing what I thought he was. So I don't need to know any of his dirty laundry.
Mainframe, do you take a closer look before?
She can't help but see some of it.
Okay. Me your perception with your clue dice.
No, Pip.
8.
He owes 500,000 Nuyen to the Crows.
And do I know whether or not deleting these files is going to solve that problem?
You have no idea.
While you're
Cromwell.
in there, mainframe 3, you may want to get the other files.
I assume that as you were doing that as you're kind of like unraveling it, and you're like, I don't know, roasting the egg or something, and then like destroying it. And
Yeah, the
smearing it
egg is
again.
gone, but
What's that, mainframe? I don't want to know any personal details. Anything untoward he's gotten up to.
I think your friend is still in danger.
How much danger?
A lot of danger.
So,
A large amount.
How much do I think the store?
In the form of Nuyen?
You're a good guesser. Do you want the specifics?
I'll take it if it's money.
500,000.
It's a lot of Nuyen. Cromwell immediately picks up the Decker cyber deck and looks at it and starts trying to figure out if he can sell it.
Oh my God, I can't allow that. She helped us, and that is an extension of her being. You don't want to knock down crows, and I don't want to knock down an innocent Decker's cyber deck, even if she did attack me.
It was fair. You attacked her back.
What if we?
What is there anything else I need to?
Can we modify what
mainframe.
is owed?
Pardon?
Can you change what he owes? Change your record?
Does this look like like their
You
record
could, like,
keeping system?
You suspect this is probably not their only set of record keeping, but this is definitely like one of their major caches of like blackmail sort of information. But they're likely like you suspect, given the fact that they also have this as like a non-wired system, they also keep like other forms of redundancies.
Cromwell,
so like, you
you know
definitely
how-
got rid of the visual or the recording based blackmail, so they don't have that like proof anymore.
Cromwell, you know how birds they'll stow seeds away, all over the place, not always in the same place. I don't think those seeds are in this nest.
We don't want them tying this back to Pip. Are you able to...
I'll delete a couple. Yeah, that's a great point, Mordecai. I would like to crack some other eggs.
Smash a bunch of eggs.
I just... Smash some eggs. Do any of the eggs look like they are affiliated with the members of the Crows themselves? Any of the influential?
I mean, it arguably, yes, all of them are, because they are all employees.
Do any seem more important than others?
None that you can find. Like these all seem to be kind of they're more like
torn about whether I should take some insurance, but it might expose us a little bit too much.
So how much does Elsie estimate that all the beetles are worth?
In here it seems to be like it's actually this area seems to be relatively empty at this point. Like potentially very small amount. Like there's maybe only 1 or 2 dealers that didn't come and pick up their stock recently. So you're probably looking at maybe a couple thousand new yen.
That's it?
Currently, but a lot of these shelves are empty. Like they've been collected. If you remember, the dealer previously came to this location as well.
So I say to Mainframe, I think we should make this look like a drug heist. That we were here breaking in to get the beetles, and maybe then they won't go looking for missing files.
I think that's a great idea.
Let's take them and burn them somewhere. That sounds like a great plan.
I
would like to put them into my bag.
Okay. You between you guys, if you want to collect all of them, you can.
We're going to burn them, right?
And you said there was a safe as well?
That was what the data file was in.
Oh, right.
Ashley.
We still don't have a way to save Pip.
All right. So, we'll assume at this point you guys go feeling slightly despondent back to your hotel to recover somewhat, taking the illicit beetles that you have acquired.
I'll do search the bodies on the way out.
Nothing particularly exciting comes up. There's some shotguns, and you can take one of their shotguns.
On our way out, I want to...
T250.
On our way out, I want to double check the security footage situation, because you said there were some security cameras that I saw.
Yeah, you managed, if you directly jack into any of them, you can see, and everything except for like that interchange that you had in the room. Like it goes to, it's actually pretty well done. It like goes to static and seems to flicker in and out, and then there's a big chunk that's missing from Cromwell like breaking down the door to her like falling unconscious.
But is the footage clear enough that you could tell it was us? Like track it back to us?
Around the building, yeah. I mean, there's enough footage around the building.
And that doesn't seem very prudent to leave that lying around.
Wants to delete it.
I would like to delete it.
Go for it. You take some time and you sort of smash more eggs. And
by the end, I'm just muttering the eggs. Hams.
So you guys kind of head back to the hotel. You get a fitful night of sleep. You're all still by hotel I mean hostel in your dorm room. Sleepover. A fitful night of sleep. And at some time in the, I don't know if you guys are gonna do anything major the next day.
I'd like to just talk. I say, listen. One thing I could do, but I don't know if Pip would appreciate it, would be to go to the family what he works for and try to convince him that he was a good Pip. He did a good job. He owes some money, not getting the specifics, and see if this family's willing to help. But I don't know if he'd appreciate me putting my horns in his business.
I don't think he would.
And how can you be sure that that family would be willing to help the whole amount? They're still gonna come after him no matter how much. It just means...
You've done a lot of good yesterday, Cromwell. You took away the evidence they were holding over his head.
We knew that we couldn't solve all of his problems.
But what have we done? We got rid of some blackmail information. He's still addicted to beetles, I assume, and he still owes all this money to a crime syndicate.
So as you debate this during the day, you're jet lagged, so you guys don't wake up until like noon.
Great.
A lot of you then roll over and go back to sleep because you're really fucking tired and jet lag is a bitch.
I'm not making very clear decisions, so I decide I want to be unrecognizable and go and get my hair done.
Good.
And so that happens.
Yeah, just get your hair done. And then at about 3:34 in the afternoon, you get a comm from Pip that just says, "Meet me at the Pigeon and Proper." Now. Just be here now.
All right. I tell Elsie where I'm going, and then
Do you want me to stake out the outside?
I think I'd better do this on my own. I just figured someone should know where I am in case it's a trap.
Well, that's the whole point of, like, I'll go into a shop across the street or something.
All right. Sounds good.
So you head back over to the Westway and back to the Pigeon and Proper, and you get in, and you walk inside, and it's relatively quiet. It's late afternoon. There's it's starting to stragglers and people who were at work and got off early or going to get their after work pint, and there's Pip. He's just kind of sitting in the corner and he's holding onto this pint, and as you look at his hands, they're like pressed tightly against the glass, and it's just like his body is strained with tension.
Oh, and I took a box of the mood beetles with me too.
Cromwell, take a seat.
I sit down.
I had told you very clearly you should not do anything. What the fuck did you do, Cromwell?
Well, do you really want to know? I mean, you told me to mind my own business, so why do you want to mind mine?
They picked the children up from school.
What, the children that you're the nanny for?
Yes. They didn't do anything to them, but they made it abundantly clear to me that they would. If I ever crossed them again, so whatever you did got not just me, but the entire family in trouble, Cromwell. What did you do?
I went to a certain location where you ranked up $500,000 in million of debt. I'll remove some information they had on you. And when I say I mean my friends.
I told you not to get into any trouble, Cromwell. Seems like you listen about as well as you did when you were a child.
Well, maybe I didn't have the best parent after all. I did what I knew how to do. I did what you taught me to do, and that's how to fight my way out of a situation.
Not every situation can be fought out of, Cromwell.
Well, what are you doing? You're fighting your way out of this by going into a pit in the middle and fighting cyber orcs?
Look, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Cromwell. I'm sorry I was so harsh to you when you came, and I'm sorry I tried to send you away so quickly. But honestly, do you have any idea what it's like seeing you again? I spent my life on that fucking island. And seeing you again reminded me of everything that I'd managed to put aside for the last 15 years.
Yeah.
I didn't get addicted to beetles because I thought it was fun. I got addicted to beetles because it's the only thing that gets me through the day. And for once in my life, I was doing all right, and then you showed up.
You were doing all right. You owe a crime syndicate hundreds of thousands of dollars.
And I'm working to pay off that debt, and you didn't need to help me, Cromwell. You were meant to go live your own life and be happy. You escaped that hell. And when I finally left, when I was finally free, I did everything that I needed to be sane. And I'm sorry that meant that when you showed up, it was like being reminded of every single minute I lived on that island.
Well, it's two of us who've been reminded of it. But I remember someone who was willing to help, even when there was no help to give. I got off the island, no one thought I would. Listen, maybe I can't help. Oh, I don't know what's best. Here's some beetles. If that's all you want, some beetles to get through it and me to go away, that's what I'll do.
I'm not mad at you, Cromwell. I can't be. I know that your heart is in the right place. It's just that your brain isn't always with it. And I never meant to treat you the way that I did, and I'm sorry that it happened. But I'm honestly, I have it under control.
The kids are all right for now?
For now, as long as you don't do anything else. There's a final that's happening, and it's the biggest fight in London. Every gang sets up one of their fighters, and I made it to the final. And if I win, the Crows get enough money to cover my debt.
And you think you can take this fight?
I'm gonna do what I can. I'm in the final. I've had a lot of practice. So don't worry about me. And if it doesn't work this year, there's always the next. As long as I work for them, they're fine.
All right, when's the fight?
It's tomorrow night.
I didn't ask last time, I'll ask this time. Do you want us there at the fight, or do you want us to go home?
I don't think it matters what I tell you. All I want is you not to get anyone in trouble.
All right, well, I'll do my best. But I don't always know what's going on in the world. I don't have a brain. My brain follows so far behind my heart doesn't even know where it is.
Cromwell, you are one of the kindest souls that I have ever met, and that gets you in a lot more trouble than you ever need to be in. So just, if your brain's not there, listen to the advice of others whose brains are there. You be the moral compass, and they can do the heavy brain lifting. Just don't get in more trouble on my behalf. And I really am sorry for everything that I said when you were here. It was strange but wonderful to see you.
It was good to see you too, Pip.
And he's gonna push the box of beetles away, and he says, I'm gonna do everything that I can to get clean. That's one less thing that will be a debt for me to pay.
All right, well, if you won't take the beetles, then maybe you'll take this. And Cromwell pulls out a little old Paddington bear, like a stuffed doll. It's all raggy and beat up. And it's sort of been put together with like scraps of clothing like you might find on an island. And he says, you gave me this a long time ago, and it helped me. It really helped me.
It's yours to keep, Cromwell. I made it for you.
I don't need it anymore. I'm fine now. I'm actually doing all right. I have friends, and I don't need the stuffed one. I got the real one up there. But I think you needs it.
I'm glad you're doing well, Cromwell. And if I see you at the fights, I see you there. But just enjoy London. It's a lovely city. It's got a lot going for it.
All right, Pip. And since he's British, before he can cry, he's like, well, it was good to see you. And he like pats him on the shoulder.
It was good to see you too. Let me know before you leave and we can get one more pint. And he just like downs his, slams on the table and walks out.
Did he take the bear?
I'm going back to the hotel. I'd like to be
Cuddles
alone
the
for
bear.
a while.
You don't want to talk about how it went?
It went all right. There's going to be a fight tomorrow or something, and maybe he's going to get out of trouble.
Well, we should go support him.
Is it just London crime that's having the fight?
He says all sorts of crime syndicates putting their people up. I don't really know much about it.
Wait, you're saying that if he wins this fight, they're going to absolve him of his debt?
That's what he thinks.
Based on my knowledge, what do I think the odds are, like, the gangs would ever actually let him win that fight?
Do you have a London street knowledge or some sort of gang-related streat knowledge?
Based on my knowledge of unarmed combat, say, is that?
No.
Did you voice the question out loud?
Sure.
It makes sense to Cromwell, I think.
I'm gonna use-
If he wins a fight, and the gang stand to make some money off of it. If it's a big enough
If
fight.
anyone who wants to go try and look up more about the fights,
Okay.
they definitely can.
I go on my comm link.
Enter
I drop into
the internet.
I drop into
And there's
AR.
just you're like illegal street fights, and it is not a happy place that Mordecai ends up. There is just really unfortunate videos, and
it
is unpleasant for Mordecai.
Don't send them.
I got 2 hits on Matrix.
2 hits. So you take a little while. You can do me an extended test. So take some time. Give me 5 rolls and sum them together.
That one was 5.
Cromwell will call up the fighters he sort of connected with and ask them what they know. The French one, they seem nice.
Jacques.
You speak with Jacques. Does anyone try to meet up with Jacques?
I will try to meet up with Jacques.
Oh, Jacques is very happy to meet you as well. Oh, bonjour, Elsie, or whatever name you
Good
gave
to
him.
see you again.
Mwah, mwah. I don't know where you are, but I assume it's at a pub because that's 90% of where you meet in England. Elsie, yes, it is whatever name it is that you gave me. I do not remember what you said.
We shall say Emma.
Emma, it is so lovely to see you again. What did you want to talk about?
I wanted to know more about the fights that are coming up. I
which
hear
fight
there's
in
a
particular?
final. Are you in it?
The final! I am not in the final. As much as I wish I could be, it is the mark of a truly great fighter. You see, every gang will nominate their greatest fighter. They enter the competition, and only 2 get to the final. You know, as a final does, it is knockout competition. Literally knockout.
Is it just English gangs?
Oh, it's only for the London gangs.
I have a gift. I was wondering if you could deliver.
For who?
For the pint-size pummeler.
Half pint! He's very good. He is in the final, you know. It is half pint versus Queen Clawbear.
You see, I've put. I'd like to give him a jacket.
I'm sure. Why do you not give it to him directly?
Well,
I do not
because I don't know if he'd accept it, but I put a note with it so he'll know it's from me. But unfortunately, I have to get going. I don't know if I'll be able to make the fight.
Because that is very unfortunate. I will be watching from the VIP booth that you see. They have decided that I am allowed to be there as one of the supreme fighters for the Crows. Give me your performance. Come on, I don't know. What you're kind of convincing someone to do what you want. Negotiation, I guess.
Can I Google the Queen Clobber?
Queen Clobber! Yeah.
I mean, not Google,
Matrix search?
Netsu Hamash. Yeah, Matrix search.
Cromwell is just sitting there awkwardly the whole time with his comlink on so you guys can hear.
Yeah, I assumed that's what happened.
5. Well, you say, you seem like such a lovely, sweet girl. I will bring it and put it in his box in the arena, and I think he'll be there tonight to practice. You know, he's not fighting in the actual brawl, but he does want to keep his skills sharp before tomorrow night.
Well, tell him if he has a big fight, I would like him to wear this armor.
That is so kind of you. I will inform him that you are seeking his success.
And now I need a recommendation for dinner.
Oh, well, I suggest then that he just prattles on about 50 different French restaurants and their relative merits.
Is it the murder armor Cromwell sees you give? Doesn't see it?
Do I get to know what armor it is?
It's the murder armor.
Cromwell's Elsie. He has to win the fight if he's gonna keep his job and keep.
I want to make sure he keeps his life.
Oh, see, it's insurance.
All right. So, Matrix search. How'd that go?
I did 3 tests and I got 9 hits.
So you managed to it takes a while, and you're looking at fights, and then all you get are official boxing and just matches and fencing, and then you go into some of the seedier places of the Matrix. You go through some of your contacts, and you end up finding some information about a series of fights called the Under 10. And it sounds like that 10 of the biggest gangs in London submit a fighter, and then they have a series of rounds before they get to the finalists. And you manage to get a location that the fight is at a warehouse in Croydon, and that the main event starts at midnight. The main event being the actual fight.
That's really late.
It's an underground illegal championship street fight.
Still
They're gonna do it
jet-lagged.
at 3 p.m.
That would be smart.
I'm gonna point out though, the jet lag works well for you being in late at night.
Then
you
let's
want
do
to
it.
stay up late and sleep in late.
Good.
I understand this jet lag.
You didn't know time in Japan.
You were looking at Queen Clobber.
Yeah, I got one.
You found nothing helpful.
Did she at least get a picture?
You found no, you found like a weird fan art page of like the under 10, and you're like, wait, what? Underground 10. Sorry, not under 10. Underground 10.
Giant robotic arms.
No.
Mainframe, what can you find out on this?
Queen Clobber.
Clobber.
And I assume I found if there was a ticket price.
Yes.
Is it a box of beetles?
It is not a box of beetles. It is 500 nuyen apiece.
There's the selling tickets for 500 nuyen each. The title fights at midnight tomorrow night in Croydon. It's called the Under 10.
I'll pick out a disguise.
I will not.
Cromwell, I assume you want to go and support Pip, right?
Of course I want to go. The question I'm asking is, what can I sneak into an extremely secure fighting arena in order to offset the odds in an unfair way in order to help my butler friend? Because I don't give a frag about sportsmanship when his life's on the line.
Did he not tell?
We're not supposed to get in trouble, says Fang.
That's why I said the part about what I can get in a subtle way. And by which I mean you can get in because I'm not exactly the subtle type.
I have a bad feeling about this.
People have a right to live their own life. I mean, you have been so helpful to him, and he's asking you as a friend to let him live.
Actually, he didn't this time. He said he can't stop me from doing what I'm gonna do. He just said not to cause any trouble.
Right. That's the part that I'm drilling in on, is the not causing trouble. I am sure he would love to see you at the fight, Cromwell, but you trusted this Pip once, right? Why are you not trusting him now?
So you're saying I should just let what happens happen and not be ready to help in case something doesn't work out?
Say don't go overboard, don't draw attention to yourself or create a risk. If you try to bring weapons in there, they might shut down the fight. You don't know, and then he doesn't have his chance to try to win the money back.
I trust my Pip to fight as fighting's needed, but if there's a little bit of advantage needed, it doesn't have to be a weapon. What's the most subtle thing we can do and get away with? To
Magic.
Give him
A giant poster with his name on it that blocks the row behind us.
Most magic is not going to be terribly unsubtle.
I mean, I could turn the lights out at the
Crowded
fight if
place
I
like
have
that.
to.
I just want to go there to make sure, if nothing else, that they're playing fair.
I'm fine if we go and watch.
That's my big concern.
No one can find out anything was off. It has to be subtle. Just a way to, this Queen Clobber.
I sent Mainframe a private message that just says, I smell a rat. I think this whole thing might be a setup.
I'm gonna ask this more clearly. Does anyone have any means what they could affect a fight subtly?
I will not affect this fight.
Does anyone want to look up the opponent at all? Is that
Fine. I will. When she explains what she managed to find, I sigh. Go back into my comm and start searching for this particular opponent. And it's gonna take me a couple of minutes because that was one hit.
There was some fan fiction about the Queen Clobber and the half pint, and they are different sizes, and I believe that they should be shipped together.
I'm not going to follow up on that.
I got 8 after 3 tests.
Great. So you take some time. You use the fan art as like a back loop in the information. You also pick up a little bit more information about the fight, like some of the ground rules for the entire competition. It's kind of it's a pretty dirty, down and dirty street fight. There's sort of anything goes. Like the 2 main rules are no spells and no spells and no projectiles. So you can't.
So swords are okay.
Look, Cromwell, I mean, I came all the way here out of duty and respect to you.
I guess it's no like offensive space.
I'm willing to help defend Pip's life, but he's a strong guy. I don't think we need to do anything to disrupt the balance of the fight unless someone else is doing it to him.
All right, I took the input, and thank you for it. Mainframe, what does the ring look like? Can you get that? Can an audience member get close to the ring enough to say, reach out and touch somebody?
Oh God, see if this is a loaded question. And I don't know if I condone talking to you and helping it. I mean,
Cromwell just flips
you're
out
able to get
because
some
no one will
like,
help him, and
information
he
from the
flips the
website.
table up and he storms out.
Oh.
Cromwell! I go out after him.
I do not.
Cromwell, come back.
I don't want to. I want to go out Pip. Everyone's giving me reasons why not to.
At some point, you need to let him go and do the things he's going to do. How would you feel if the situation was reversed?
I want him to help me. I want him to help me like he did every time before.
Even if it put him at risk?
Well, no. But I'm not really at risk. I mean, I am, but...
Look, Cromwell, what is it you really want?
For him to be out of trouble so I can go home and know that, life's not perfect, but he's not going to be killed by these crows.
You think cheating in a fight is the way to do it?
Yes, it was pretty clear to me that that's the only way he's going to get out of this debt.
Okay, then I'll help you cheat.
Only if needed.
So you managed to get like some images from previous year's fights, like really like a grainy comlink or like image link images from the fight, and there's one area where the audience is really close. There's like one side of the ring that's considered the VIP side. It's kind of a standard like square, or it's more of a round boxing ring. It's a rounding ring.
I get it.
And so there's one section that's like the VIP section there, and that's reserved for individuals who pay significantly more Nuyen. And then there's like more space and kind of a groundling standing area, and then it goes up to risers in the back, and there's like the super fancy place where there's the box where all of the like gang leaders would be.
So I find Cromwell.
You can also do have some information on Queen Clobber.
So I find Cromwell. And I send him these pictures I've found, but before I do, Cromwell?
Yes, Mainframe.
I'm gonna send you these pictures, but before I do, I just need to make it clear that I do not condone throwing this match. I just feel that his value to these people is his fighting ability. And think about this, if he succeeds because you cheated, how is he going to feel about that? How much of his personal pride and his personality is tied up in this by now? Are you sure
you don't know him like I did? He doesn't want to fight. He said it himself. He wants to be a nanny. He's only doing it to get out of trouble. This isn't where his heart is anymore. It's just a way to get by. Look, here's what I'm going to do. I just want to get close enough, get in this VIP area. If he's hurt, I can heal his wounds, and I don't even have to use a spell to do it. I can use the Great Bear's influence. I'll just have to touch him for a little bit. I can heal him up a tiny bit. It might give him a little bit of edge. That's all I want to do.
Well, I hope that's it. I don't want to make this man's life worse than it was when we came here.
I'll tell you what, I haven't always listened. I'll give it to a vote. We go home or we stay and help. But I'm not just gonna sit and watch him and do nothing.
I'm not saying we go home. I just don't want to we tend to overreact to things. We are not subtle.
So,
we
so
break
I'm having
things.
to explain it in Cromwell fashion. He's literally not going to do anything unless Pip is really about to die.
Fine.
Or go down.
So I assume you all choose to stay.
We're going to the match.
Acquire some tickets to the fight.
This is your mission, Cromwell.
If you want to purchase VIP ones, those are 3,000 yen each.
I am not buying a VIP ticket.
I'll do it.
I'm not.
Cromwell buys 1.
Okay. So Elsie and
Well,
Cromwell are gonna go in as VIP, and everyone else goes in
Yep.
regular area.
Yeah.
You kind of read the rules on there, and it says like no weapons, no projectiles. They'll do like a quick sweep if you have augmentations, so that you're not like bringing a gun in through your gun arm.
Don't look at me when you say that.
And that there's on-site security. You get a little bit more information about Queen Clobber if you like it. She is a relatively new fighter, kind of like Pip, hasn't been doing it for too long. Pretty impressive. Has did a pretty clean sweep of all of her pre-fights. The fighters tend to break down into either like adept fighters or augmented fighters, and she falls into the augmented category.
Boo.
And her sponsor is one of the mafia families in London.
Huh.
So definitely coming in, and from the Crows are like kind of a mid-range gang. So being from like a crime syndicate family sponsor is going to give her kind of a little bit of a at least financial and training based edge. Not our edge.
No.
The other kind of edge.
What's the mafia family's name?
Not write it down, but I will tell you later. So, time passes.
Yeah.
And
We're there.
the doors open for the fight. There's like some pre-punching matches where people are like demonstrating how awesome they are. Like the runner, there's the bronze medal match happens.
Is Midas there?
You see Midas.
Oh my god!
Because he's really hard to miss. He's over by one of the bars, just like the gold arms. Like a lot of the people there look like fighters or gang members. You definitely start noticing if you look through the crowd, the various insignias that seem to kind of be a common thread. Does anybody try and bring anything in that maybe would be frowned upon?
Or cyberdex, yeah, it's like
give me a concealment to try and hide it, because generally people don't like.
I'm not gonna bring it if it's gonna cause an issue.
They're probably not gonna be super happy about it being there, no. But if to many people, it would count as a weapon of some kind.
Concealment sneak.
Yes. Yep.
It's fine.
It was an empty water bottle. It's all good.
So, did you say sneaking? Or?
Yeah.
Okay. 6 hits.
You're good. You managed to I don't know how you do it, but in my mind, you hide it under your shirt and then you pat it out and you're just pretending that you have a baby.
Oh yeah.
You're like, this is my baby.
Plenty of storage space. It's fine.
Just tucking it in somewhere.
I'm gonna try to get my taser glove in, and also I'm gonna. I brought my dose of bliss from the States. So
why?
Because it's useful to me.
Probably won't bother them because half the people in there are probably high.
that's what I figured.
Roll your sneaking for getting your taser glove in. And I'm pretty sure your taser glove comes with a bonus. I think it's an extra 2 for concealment.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna. I'm gonna use some edge, just because I really don't want to go in unarmed. Great. So I got 4.
Okay. They have a moment where they're looking at your gloves, and being wondering if they should I assume you maybe put regular gloves over the taser glove and being should we double check your glove? Nah, we'll let her go through. It's just gloves. She's a cute little kid. What could possibly go wrong? You know it's enough to be in here, love. It's your guardian. Alright, anyone else trying to bring anything in? Nope. Okay.
I'm following the rules. I'm gonna watch this match. Just because.
Cromwell's surprisingly nervous and cautious.
So I've just remembered it. The fight has to appear fair and seem fair and
It's
look
gonna be
completely
fair.
fair.
It's totally fair. Everything's fine.
It's gonna be fair because both mafia gangs are not gonna screw over the other mafia gang. Can I I roll with drug smuggling to see if I actually believe that?
Sure. Like
There's a lot riding on this game. What? 2 hits, 3 hits. Count.
It's pretty likely they'll keep the fight fair because of it's not just one gang versus another gang. There's 10 different gangs. Like that if one gang cheats, the other 10 or the other 9 will flip their shit, and it's not. It's almost like this is kind of like the Olympics, where like even countries that hate each other come together and are like sort of civil, because if you're the country that fucks someone over, then the whole world hates you.
Okay.
So like they're unlikely to do anything at least obvious, and like if they're doing stuff, it's gonna have been behind the scenes, like doping.
Yeah. Crom, it's gonna be fine. Like no joke, they will not like. Everyone's got to be playing it cool right now.
I'm not nervous.
You're so nervous, dude. You are 100% nervous, and I can understand
He's
that.
standing by one of those poles with the ropes between, and he has hands on it. He's just like smash the poles into tiny points.
Would you like a pint? Is that what they call them here? Pints?
Yeah.
They call him the F-point pummeler, and
I will go grab 3 half pints.
We're in the VIP section.
Oh no, yeah. You guys.
So you guys have got like your like hand stamps or whatever, like your ID wristbands to identify that you should be in the VIP section. So you can basically come and go wherever you want. The rest of you can kind of mill about in either the standing section or go up into the risers, which are basically just like a series of bleachers kind of that have been assembled in this giant fucking warehouse. And currently there's just the fight that is going on seems to be wrapping up, and they're like mopping up the blood from the arena. And like the other fighters there. So when you look, there are 2 entrances that seem to lead to some sort of back area that the one each side goes off of. So they're going into 2 different, coming out of 2 different places.
I'm gonna drop into AR and just watch, kind of just do quiet matrix perception every couple minutes in the background, just to make sure nothing's going weird.
Yeah, there's just a lot of matrix traffic.
Just
a lot of gambling is happening. Like it's huge. There's bets going back and forth, and the odds keep going up and down and changing. And
frankly,
then, like,
that is more interesting to me than the fight itself.
Yeah, no, and then there's like weird rumors of like, wait, did I heard that he twisted his ankle the other day, and then like the odds suddenly plummet for him, and like, oh no, actually he had it steel reinforced, and they're just like making shit up that cause like the odds for each of the 2 fighters go up and down.
I'm standing. I'm in the standing area. I'm just constantly astrally perceiving for any magic that might be around.
There are other like awakened individuals around, but nothing sort of.
No spells, no.
Seems surprisingly chill.
Anything like that.
And so the lights kind of dim a little bit and like focus brighter on the arena. The host comes out. They're wearing like a very spiffy suit. And like it's not a tailcoat, but it's very well pressed, like sort of short, jagged haircut, and she smiles, and like her voice amplifies around the room. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the final round of the under 10 fights. Tonight we shall witness the final match of the year. The grand prize stands to be 500,000 new yen, $500,000. For the winner of the fight, it will go towards their sponsor. And without further ado or circumstance, I introduce from the Crows, the half-pint pummeler, and the crowd like starts cheering. And Kit like walks out and it's all stocky. He's got like the robe on just because.
Is he all oil well?
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, it's great. It's great.
Okay,
Like
great.
little, like the boxing shorts.
Oh, good.
And their opposition, unbeaten so far in any trial, the Queen Clobberer. And the like crowd cheers even louder. And this tall woman walks out, and she's like fucking built. This like lean muscle. And you notice kind of like the glimmer of what was it? Dermal plating. And like sheen on her skin. She's like kind of it's like both creepy but also kind of pretty.
It's amazing.
Like
horrible.
No, and wearing like the shorts, the sports top, and she like saunters out, and they stand and face off, and we shall end. No! punch is thrown.
No!
And we shall return next week to see who wins. Half-pint pummeler or Queen Clobber.
But she's thermal plated. That's so cool.
No, it's not.
Which is ceramic built on her skin, which makes it hard to.
Beauty is in the cybernetic eye of the beholder.
Like, that's one of my upgrade goals is to get thermal plating.
Stick around, guys, because we still have the shenanigans of our corporations to get up to, so we're going to be doing a bunch of rolls. We also have a lot of weapons on the table that we just, like, are really excited about because our corporations really like us.
I'm not
the world's cutest
get out of the
tiny
range of
gun.
Look at this.
I made sure there's nothing in here.
I believe we have the Ares Corporation, I think.
Yes, we do. As you can see,
No shit list for the Ares
Ares.
Corporation.
Thank you, Ares, for providing us our weaponry. And we are all going to chase through it.
So I'm looking at the chat.
Oh, the chat is coming up.
Wolfling has been upgraded. There's danglies from past adventures, and there's a wolf fang for Wolfblade. And guys, it smells like weapons should smell.
What are you smelling?
Can you describe what weapon should smell
It
like?
stays with
Close it.
Agree.
There were rules.
It's not to take it out all the way.
I don't give a shit. There's rules.
Wait, you gave her restrictions? How'd that go for you?
She's not allowed to take it out of the sheet. That's the rule.
really smart.
I didn't take it out. I just showed a little bit of blade skin.
Also, we need to empty our kids.
We have Cromwell's Bartitsu fighting staff complete with bear head.
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty baller too.
This didn't have this many dice in it when I left.
They're all cursed.
No, Bad Claudia's
Probably
not
a
bad.
couple extra there.
Bad Claudia's good.
Well, bad Claudia's bad.
All right, guys, we are going to roll for corporate sins. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to do some
I
rolling
could
here.
just end on time. I am the dramatic cliffhanger.
And then after that, we'll read all the donation messages from the Edge that came in tonight. How did you guys in the chat room like the new Edge system? Let us know.
There was a
Yeah, we got a new graphic and everything up there. People were able to see it throughout the entire show on a top bar, and we redid the character cards and everything. And by that I mean, you guys in the chat room should throw a huge thank you to Pillowzack. People may not know watching the shows, but like Pillowzack made the Stray Logic website. He did a lot of the scripts and stuff that read how donations come in and how that gets put back out. He did the Edge readout overlay stuff today, like freaking amazing. So
A lot of people are saying that it's really cool.
Yeah, I like it.
People like, I can understand the chat. They're saying exactly what they want.
I still haven't figured out how he types.
oh, I know, he's just a pillow.
Oh, he just does
It's
this.
a freaking pillow.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's
It's like
not
the, it's like the carpet from Aladdin.
it's
Just
got
the tiny pillow
Round
edges.
the corners around and
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
still,
the
like,
community
it's just impressive.
and us owes Pillowzack so many thank yous for all the stuff that he's done for us. Him, Pete Wiz, and Alienator all work really hard to make the metagame work and to do all that kind of stuff. Even if they yell at us for all the stuff we do half the time. Actually, Pillowzack's really great because he never yells at us, but Pete Wiz and Alienator yell at us all the time because we do shit they don't like, and they're like, "You guys suck." I'm like, "Yeah, that's fine."
That's
They
okay.
don't
It's
yell
okay.
at me, they whine at me.
They whine at you, they
yell
yell
at
at
you,
me.
yeah.
I bring it on myself. But for the record, I did not assassinate Arslan. That was not me.
And if you all want
Oh, you guys should probably know what's going on in the world.
Yeah,
of
you
Shadowrun.
should.
Love to
The
know.
head of Shiawase has been assassinated.
What? Was it another
Shadowrun team? Or was that?
these are all wonderful questions that just maybe will be answered in the future. I mean, this is a role-playing game after all. I know that's a surprise to many people.
My game.
And I apologize for the shock that has caused in many people. However, it is a role-playing game. And you will start to see elements of that unfold as we go forward.
Shiawase may be on our shit list, but we like Arslan.
Yeah. Arslan helped with the weapon.
All right.
And I mean, to be clear, it's a role-playing game. The real Arslan's still alive and well.
Oh,
The
thank you for the clarification.
head of Shiawase has been assassinated, and things are interesting in corporate wars right now.
Tell us.
I mean, it was weird too because
Not
somebody trolled Shiawase on corporate news today with a video that was like pretending to be from Shiawase about everything being like happy and like, what was it, Joe, exactly? It was something about unicorns and happiness and all sorts of fluffy stuff, as if they were the head of Shiawase, and then the head of Shiawase got assassinated. I don't know if those two things are related. I don't know.
Maybe it was a pink fluffy unicorn.
It was definitely that one team of Shadowrunners that couldn't do anything about.
We definitely. What is her name?
Scarlet Fire.
People in the chat room
Which
are
is
seriously saying Zach
red,
totally
red.
set up that hit. Fuck you, Zach. Blah 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 blah. I'm like, I like trolling you guys. I like trolling you guys a lot. But in 100% honesty, this one was not me. And Anna can back that up. She would totally throw me under the bus if she could.
I absolutely would throw him under the bus, and I
Not
will.
me,
but I
dude.
will actually back him up.
Are
and
those
I am an
some pretty
honest
new
person.
dice?
I'm an honest person. It wasn't Zach. It was not Zach.
Wow.
Yeah, White Wabbit said I'm not smart enough to set that up, guys. I'm gonna go with White Wabbit on that one. Totally not smart enough to set that up. Guys, I'm gonna be rolling with the new Hyper RPG D6s.
I want one.
Some?
No. I do. Me. I want one.
But Zach's
I
already
asked
touched
if you
them.
got some.
Oh, I did not. We didn't get any.
Okay, then we'll give you some.
Only if you don't pull the sword out.
Claudia's clearly
I think we should give her like one every week that she doesn't pull the sword.
Are you kidding me?
It's taking a long time.
All right.
Thank you. I sit next to her, so I would
Alright.
prefer the sword.
Let's do some attacking. Oh wait, we have to do research first.
Yay, research!
We must know who shall we attack.
All right.
Understand our
The
enemy.
first roll, if we could have a special guest roll, please.
Damn it.
Yes, well, he came all the way here. The least I can do is let Mal roll. Why don't you go stand with the Shadowrunners?
Wait,
Nice.
you gonna be in part of our rolling party?
It's really weird being on this side of the table.
Yeah.
It's me every
Can
time.
somebody loan him dice?
I will loan him dice.
Thank you so much.
Sure, mostly clean.
I mean,
So-
I could go grab some of the Hyper RPG dice too.
Yeah, you
No,
can,
like
you
that.
can borrow some of mine. They actually might still roll well.
I think you guys are always more in the know than we are, but Mal did a huge part of the legwork in getting all these
Yes.
weapons together,
Yeah.
which are fantastic. I wish you could see them and feel them in
So
person.
awesome.
I'm gonna go home and take a video of me taking the sword out.
All right, Mood Dash Boot asked in the chat room, okay, can someone fill me in on what this is? So that's a good point. We should probably start with saying what we're doing. This is Corporate Wars. Now, there is a metagame if you are subscribed to this channel that you get to join in on in our Discord, and you get to collect action points as a corporation and work as a team to decide what you want to do and possibly buy things with market value. Go to straylogic.com/HRPG to get an update on all the cool stuff going on. And now we are rolling.
Now, just to be clear, what kind of game is that?
It's a
metagame?
role-playing
Oh,
game.
it's a role playing. Okay.
Oh.
I wasn't sure
Are you
about
sure it's
that.
not numbers management?
No, it's role-playing.
That's what Shadowrun is, but no one's.
And technically, Anna is the GM of the role-playing game, so as any GM, she can decide when to be nice and when to fuck your shit up.
Pretty much, yeah.
So never and all the time?
Yeah.
So, like, flat out, what it comes
Oh, you've
down
grown
to,
so much.
what it comes
Oh,
down
you're
to
right.
is if anybody is to blame for Arslan's death, it's me, because I'm the GM.
How dare you?
You just threw yourself under the bus.
That was some leadership
Bold,
material.
bold move. Bold move.
Let's roll.
I would like
Let's
to
roll.
roll in a box.
All right.
Sure.
Ares would like to do research into aerospace. Mal would be so kind as to roll 2d6.
7.
Plus 2 makes that a 9,
Damn
which
it.
is still normal to increase. So that's a total of a 9, normal to increase, level 6. So you would roll 2d6 again.
8.
8% increase to your corporations.
Could have been worse. I'm pretty sure I did worse last week and I rolled
Perfectly
Alright.
adequate.
And now Zach rolls the rest until we get down to PR stuff.
Let's do this. All right.
So, as technology would like to do some research into magical goods, would you tell me how well they do?
Too well.
Magic goods, 2d6s.
Too well.
2d6 plus 2.
Damn it.
That's a 10 total.
Not that I'm biased.
Sorry, 8 plus 2, since
Hey,
people were
bastard.
complaining
Yeah.
that I wasn't saying what he rolled and then adding the 2 or something. I don't know. So that's normal to increase at a level 9. Please roll a d4 and any other die.
Alrighty, give me that D4. Here we go. There's many of them.
That's true. Couldn't have rolled higher. That is a 6% increase.
Woo! Nice.
To Az Technologies magical goods.
I remain ever neutral.
See, the problem is that the curse works against you.
What I want, I know. Okay, so on Monday I got to GM my first game on this channel, and I picked a system that allows you to have luck, to where if it lands on that, if your die lands on that, it's a critical hit. So I thought I'd game the system, and I made 1 my lucky number. I rolled 3 2s in a row.
Allows normal people to have luck.
It's like
Such bullshit.
So,
Such bullshit.
Horizon would like to do research into their media branch, which is their main one, for 2d6 plus 2.
Ooh, good thing they invested.
I don't know which ones is the...
That's critical.
Okay, so that's 6.
Yeah.
Plus 2, so that's 8. Plus 2. He rolled 8 plus 2, so that's 10. So that's normal to increase a d4 and any other die again, please.
I want to roll bad.
So that's 5%. 5% increase.
Guys, just a reminder to everyone that's watching, because of the hack that happened earlier today, media is now somewhat free. Now, if you want to pay for HRPG to make a commercial for your corporation, that is still the same market value cost. But if you were to make a commercial, it will now be played on the commercial free of charge, or on the channel free of charge, and you are freely allowed to post in chat advertising for your corporation due to the hack that happened earlier today in our systems, which is very unfortunate.
Yeah.
Lots of stuff happened.
Lots of stuff happened
It's
today.
true. Neonet would like to do research in their robotics.
Okay.
2d6 plus 2.
Shit! Shit!
So, I don't have
Rabbit
14 on my chart. There's no 14 here, but that's what he got after the plus 2. So that's at 2 levels true. So if you would roll 2d20, there's a d20, there's a d20.
That's more in line with the usual.
7% increase. He rolled a 3 and a 4 on two 20-sided dice.
So that was an increase
So-
in what?
Sorry, 7% increase to Neonet's robotics.
Robots.
So that's a very, very small percentage for them. So sorry, guys. Renraku would like to do research in their Matrix stuff.
Do it!
2d6, no plus 2. They didn't buy the plus 2, which means that they still are getting a normal increase because you rolled 8.
Man,
You're doing so well.
Very...
Shut it.
Maybe you need to be cleansed.
Don't be mean to her. That's my job.
Look, we have to come to an understanding, Lauren.
Fair.
Okay.
Fair. I suppose if she's here, we're both allowed to be mean to her.
I hate it when you guys fight.
I just like to know that you continue on at home.
Oh yeah, no. I'm just great. The rest part about that.
Rest part living with Claudia. Yeah, you hide behind my back.
Roll all these dice.
What? What the fuck?
That's 8d8.
Oh!
Whoa.
D8?
Yeesh.
Okay.
Yeah, Renraku's matrix is very, very small. So that's 10, 25,
Yeah, because then it's increased bigger.
30, then 47. 47% increase.
Wow.
Wait, what?
That is a 47% increase.
We are proud of you. We are proud of you.
44%.
47. 47.
Whoa! That's almost 50%.
Yes.
And more than 44.
No, guys, I'm sorry.
Did you used to teach math?
The way you all respond to her is the best part. That's almost 50%. Yes. Yes. You all go teacher for the past teacher, I swear. Yes, good job, Claudia. That's almost 50%. You get a gold star today.
Gold stars are really useful.
2 charisma.
Man, they work
That's
well.
better than my 1.
Twice as good.
It's twice as good as my 1.
She's our precious snowflake.
I'm yes, I have the snowflake with the most holes because that's the prettiest snowflake.
Okay. I'm just not going there.
No.
So dice. Roll the dice.
Roll the dice.
So
I'm the snowflake with the most holes.
I think she just means she's air. She's just air.
All orifices.
No! That's not what I meant.
It is now.
The most
Pixel on her face.
No, the chat figured it out.
How many slots do you have?
There.
Vic the Bitter's like, the kicker is that Claudia learned this from anime.
Gonna stand at the table.
I really like that it didn't react to my Freudian slip, but that's the one that they noticed.
2d6 plus 2 for Satyr to do research in military hardware. So that's, you rolled 9.
Yeah.
Plus 2 is 11. At level 5, so that goes down to level 4. 3d6, please.
Goddamn. Boing, boing.
So that is 12% increase to Satyr military hardware brain.
Satyr Krupp, so they're nuclear.
And then last on the research is Shiwase's shipping department.
Ooh.
Our condolences to Shiwase.
It's still pretty well.
8 plus 2 is 10, right? Those.
Yeah, this sucks. This is
so at level 3, 3d8 is here.
Guys, I've heard some good stuff come out of Claudia's mouth today.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna Google how to open a sword.
I did. I really just asked Emily.
Really?
Ask Emily.
Really?
Emily showed me how.
Okay.
Claudia, someone would like you to roll your charisma to sort of gain your composure.
Oh, so yeah, you need to make a composure.
Sorry,
test.
let me roll my 1 dice.
Oh,
sorry, no, 0.
You got a hit.
Oh,
do it
0.
up.
It's fine. I'll give you a bonus.
Okay.
11% increase to Shiwase.
Yay!
Yeah, let's say.
Zach, maybe you should spend all week thinking about how you want to roll high for everyone. So
Yeah.
versus
Yeah.
If you let joy into your heart, you'll crush us all.
I think you need like a training montage or something with like
With
meditation and you're practicing rolling dice.
It's great.
Okay, so PR rolls. Mal, you're up.
Yeah.
Ares would like to do PR for their aerospace division. 2d6, please.
5.
No effect.
Boom.
Sorry.
Better than a penalty.
Yeah.
And
Try
then the rest of these rolls are all Zach.
Hey, when Ares was like, Mal, we want you to roll because you're out there, I was like, okay, but I have just as much chance of blowing it as anybody else.
No.
It happens.
No.
Yeah, it happens. I've DM'd since high school. Sometimes you just have that night.
That's why GMs have a GM screen.
You know, one more funny thing Claudia said today, when in reference to me talking about why I thought the fix was awesome, I was like, look, you know, like, really macho, like, buddy cop movies aren't for everyone. She's like, I love buddy cop movies. I love Zootopia.
It was a buddy cop
I mean,
movie.
it is a buddy cop movie.
It
isn't
was a bunny cop.
There were 2 of them that were buddies that were
One of them wasn't a cop until the end of the movie.
Spoilers!
That movie's been out for a long time. I don't care.
All right, what am I rolling for?
Evo's biotech branch,
2d6.
please.
Ha!
That was a 3. You rolled a 1 and a 2, and that means 3. I'm just spelling it out so nobody can complain that I'm not calling out what he rolls. Which means -1 level 2 reduce.
Who is this for?
That's Evo's biotech. That's level 9. That means you reduce it at level 8, which means 2d4.
Big money.
3% decrease, so -3%.
That's not bad. Like 3% is not the worst.
That is true.
Once again,
8% would have been the worst.
That's
So now there are a couple of smear campaigns
Ooh, smear campaigns. I like the sound of that.
against Evo's consumer goods branch.
Ooh.
2d6, if you please.
Lauren's evil. She ruins children's movies for 20-plus-year-olds.
In fairness, me and Claudia went to go see the movie together.
Opening day!
Definitely there were no children there.
Opening
with us
day.
that we were.
Zach rolled 5. That is no effect.
No effect.
A smear against Neonet's Matrix branch. 2d6.
Ooh.
That's 4. That is going to actually backfire.
Wait, the PR campaign's back.
PR smear can in fact backfire. I'll have to double check this just to make sure that I'm doing it right, but for now we're going to go forward with it.
So we don't know who was smearing, but it was
Someone
Eva.
was smearing.
But we'll find out.
Oh, sorry.
So now it's
So it will help Neo.
-1
Bad
to
rolls, you
reduce on them. We can't roll that further because I have to go and see who
I
it's
know. I do recommend Zootopia for everyone.
It's so good!
It's the story of Malika and Zach, basically.
I hear it's a great
And
funny
then you're a
cop.
cop at the end.
And then I'm a cop at the end.
And the bunny's head is in the box when they open it.
What's in the box?
Alright, so now we have some attack rolls.
Yeah.
The first one is against Seder Krupp's robot.
But they make good sausage, I hear.
Beer
And
and
beer.
sausage.
Yeah.
Beer and sausage.
Becca worst.
Damn it.
5. 5 has no impact.
Becky's the worst.
Oh.
Ah,
Failed it.
No, they don't get pluses on these.
Only
so
minuses.
5, no effect.
I don't know why it's like to be a pirate.
An attack against Chiawase's biotech.
Oh,
That is 5 again.
This is my fault! I want destruction, damn it! No, I don't want destruction. Let this be boring. I don't.
An attack against Wuxing's shipping.
I don't care. Doesn't
Set
matter.
the joy into
doesn't
your heart,
matter.
Zach.
Doesn't matter.
That has no impact.
Damn it!
You tried, but the new universe really knows. It knows.
He rolled 5 3 times.
The
in a row.
universe knows the real you, Zach.
If this is teaching you anything, though,
That's it.
your luck should be 5 on Valiant.
Or 2.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, don't you roll in one dice?
Can you pick every time?
We change our character sheets each week, so maybe.
Wait. Whoa.
That's it. We're done.
Yeah, that was it for the corporate wars. A lot of big stuff happened today. A lot of shit went down. Now, because of all the runs last week, there's like a lot of role playing going on behind the scenes too, right?
How's that going?
So, we did the lottery next week or the last week. Sorry, time, wibbly wobbly, not linear, whatever. Anyway, last week we did the lottery for the run that starts next week, if I'm not mistaken. It's only a lottery to hire MMFEC. Anybody that entered that has a team of runners at their disposal, including Shiwase, who I am hoping is going to investigate the murder of their corporate head.
Oh.
I don't know how public they want that to be, but that's what I'm hoping that they're going to do.
That would be
I don't
so
know.
cool.
People tell me a bunch of
fit.
things that they want to do over the course of the week while I'm calculating all of my spreadsheets, and I'm like, I don't care. Tell me tomorrow. But that means there are 8 teams of runners, not counting MMFEC, that I will be working with to go through runs, if they want them, over the course of the week that will have impact on different market segments in ways that will not be public outside of that corporation. So you'll see some interesting number shifts, and you won't really know why. Kind of like the real world.
Yeah, like when you were looking at the stock market and you're like, where'd all that money go? Oh, I bet some runners went and killed some of those executives and shit. That's exactly like the real world.
Also, you know how right before corporate news you told me how the comms got hacked and now all of the stuff that I put together for media buy stuff doesn't work? I'm lowering the price of AP cost for attacks in this game. It was 5, now it's 4.
Oh.
Nice.
I didn't know this. Ooh, well, shit. I'm cool with it though.
That's what I figured.
What?
We talked about it.
I was being sassy. I'll be quiet.
What? What?
He's allowed to swear. He's allowed to swear.
One of the things,
The fuck you say?
one of the tricks with the metagame is like we're trying to push so much out every week, trying to update so much that was actually something we talked about weeks ago, and we were like, yeah, we should probably do that, but never nailed down.
There's a lot to do.
Because then we started doing all of these other different things. We started the runs being for everyone.
Yep.
And I went part-time.
Guys, lots of stuff in the works. I hope you enjoyed the Corporate Wars and Shadowrun. Now let's read off these donations that came in.
Donations.
Thank you, Anna.
Thank you.
All right, so
Elsie is ready.
you have your shit list ready?
I do.
Shit list is ready.
Yep.
William TW donated $50. 1 edge for Fang. 1 for Lauren.
Yeah, I like it.
Don't crow about it though.
Motherfuckers!
And there was at some point tonight Joe walking out to the front room and said, "Another fucking crow," and then he walked back. So.
It was a flock of crows. In fairness, I also got there's a really angry crow right by our house right now.
Oh, he
some
swoops at us.
inspiration. Yeah, it's very aggressive crow.
Literally, you hear that, Joe? You can just go hang out at their place and.
Crows to the face.
Come.
Maskatuck, $25 edge for Elsie.
Aww.
Oh, look at that. We just got a new follower. Thank you, Demon Hunter 123 for following.
Yeah!
And A4 for that follow. And Katana Beetle. You guys are awesome. Let's see. Gaika, $25. Neonet would like to help Mordecai with 1 edge point.
Thank you, Neonet. Sharky thanks you too.
Icarus Factor donated $10. Help Elsie and or Cromwell out. So that would have been towards another one. But thank you for that wonderful, generous donation. Luffweir donated $50. Hashtag Cidercrop honors the memory of Arizlin with edge point for each Cromwell and Elsie.
Aww.
Nagyama donated $25. Deck the planet, edge for mainframe. Hashtag Cidercrop. Tempesty, $25. Cromwell really brought the feels tonight.
He did.
And that was all of the edge donations. Only 1 to Lauren. Not much on the shit list.
That's okay. And I just want to say that Elsie was very impressed with the Ares Desert Strike, so Ares will be taken off the shit list.
Is there a place we can find this shit list online?
No.
Or is it private knowledge? Not yet.
But I will tell you that Neonet is on the top of Elsie's shit list, and she's not happy with them.
Chaos elements.
Yeah.
Chaos elements.
What's chaos element? It's just we're fucking with people. Oh.
Stuff might happen. Might happen. We're working on stuff behind the scenes to make the metagame more fun for you guys, more unpredictable. I'm pretty sure today was pretty unpredictable. I was like, I didn't even really know what the hell was going on. I just have a bunch of people in a Discord like, fuck Zach! Fuck that guy! What's going on? But I'm okay with the fact that they think that would be my destruction.
Can I have a reminder?
Yes.
If we get 9,000 followers, we can have a Dragon Ball Z party. Make it happen, internet.
Can we share a note about a show we've got coming up?
Oh. Yeah, go for it.
Opening tomorrow night in the Seattle area is Where No Man Has Gone Before. It's a Star Trek improv show that we've been doing for the past 5 years. Tony and I play Dr. McCoy and Nurse Chaffel in this run. Janine has created and directed the entire thing.
Wow.
And Lauren made Dr. McCoy's.
One costume for this.
It's a great costume piece.
Good. It's pretty good.
So that's Tuesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays for the next 2 weeks, and you can find information on Twitter about that.
Now, I would like to ask you live on the air, that way it's harder for you to back out of it. Would you guys like to come and do that show, maybe like on a weekend night or something like that for the internet?
Yes.
Yes.
We will see if scheduling can actually happen because there's a lot of moving parts to it.
Okay.
So,
if you would like to, we will facilitate.
Scheduling permitting, which is a big if.
And by that I mean I could run the boards, that way Joe doesn't have to be here.
Oh.
I can make that happen, and Joe can go home and rest.
So nice of you. Who are you and what have you done with Zach?
I kind of like working here on the weekends.
Oh, that makes sense.
We will have to discuss.
You were talking about corrupting him earlier?
As I know,
me working more is not corrupted. That's just par for the course. So, just to clarify, it's 9,001 followers.
Fine.
Gorak had a very good point. It has to be 9,001, so it's
Over
over
9,000.
9,000.
I have a second question. If everyone leaves this half of the studio, can I pull out my sword and swing it around?
Oh
No, there's we
There
can
are
go to the
rules.
parking lot.
Yeah!
And I'll make a video for the internet of
Can you do it at your house, please?
We don't.
the
Yes.
parking lot's
Because
fine.
Or like
Police
outside the hospital.
Can
No,
we do it
because-
away from our business? Our insurance is not that good.
Yes.
If you want to have a lot of holes, it's okay, but we don't want to have.
Right, because I'm pretty sure our landlord won't be happy about that. So.
So, over 9,000 followers, we will be doing a full special event, Dragon Ball themed, and we've already cleared this with Bandai Namco and have things in the works. So, if it happens. We've been in talks. We want it to happen. Let's get to 9,000 followers. Guys, coming up next, we've got Honesty Hour with myself and Emily, our community manager. It's going to be Bitch Fest 2016, we've claimed. So, we're going to sit on that couch and we're going to bitch about everything. For
Oh, I
2
can't
hours.
wait! Yeah!
We'll be back in just a little bit.
Bye. Bye. Bye.